everybody. Welcome back to Monster of the Week. First, I'm gonna just, jump into our same mold with the thanking for our sponsors. So, of course, we like to thank dndbeyond.com. May not use it tonight, but we do use it on games Monday and Thursday and Saturday, so be sure to check it out there. We also do like to thank Lucky Dice Cafe. If you're ever in the Huntsville, Alabama area, be sure to check it out once things open back up. Because I realize I forgot we're back in the big lockdown. So, sorry. We're back for Monster of the Week. Normally this would be Eyes of the Fallen, but because that is the main campaign that we are playing on Wednesdays, that is not where we're at tonight. Tonight, we see some new names. Technically, they have different faces, but of course, we have our same players here for the fun. So, instead of Ralph tonight, we have Billicus. Instead of I forgot the writing for the names is very cursive. So, give me just 2 seconds. I know Billicus just because that's the very simple of things. Instead of Stuart, we have Renwald von Swig II. Instead of Cassie, we have Ariana Mulder. Instead of Morgan, we have Kristen. Instead of, oh my gosh, hold on.
James?
Instead of James. It's all the J's, so I'm getting a little thrown off with the J's. Yep.
You got one more coming, too.
I got one more coming. Woo! We have John Modison. And instead of, I know you're looking at me like, oh no. And instead of Jernia, we have El Hijo del Cabra.
Nice. Good
Okay.
enough.
My white's showing, don't mind me. My bad Spanish, non-Spanish brain. All right. So a little while ago, I told my players that we would be having a one-shot at one point where they could bring in a new character so they can get a break from their original characters. I, as the DM, see a couple familiar names just between John and Ariana, but they've got some changes. So tonight we start off with a little bit of a darkened scene. The world that lays before us is black. There's nothing. There's no life. There's no plants. There's no animals. There's no humans. There's not even monsters that show up. But then there's a beam of light that shifts one thing in the darkness. The colors are almost the reminder of gasoline on the ground. There's shifts of blue and green and yellow and all this other fun stuff. As this large, sort of oily body pushes forward. It looks like it's made of different things. If you looked hard enough, maybe there's a candlestick, maybe there's a chair. We're not sure, but the body is just a combination of things. You can see the way it sort of slides its way forward across this darkened ground, reaching out what looks like a long tendrily hand to grab a hold of something. And it does. It takes a hold of something in the shadows and rips it, and the world goes white. There's nothing. Just silence. The creature's nowhere to be found. And then it rewinds. You see the creature reach out, but it's reaching back instead, and it's stepping back and into the light, and in the corner a portal opens and they disappear. Sorry, I was looking at something. And then 6 new figures appear. And it's our heroes. Or are they going to be heroes? They could be heroes. And that's it. And then we move in to others. John, you're the first one that's called. You've felt this call before. You've known this call before. It's not very often that the timekeepers call upon you. They usually have some people in the middle, but they must be truly desperate if they would be calling for you at this time. Because timekeepers have a list, and how they work is they go down the list until they find the right piece. You've met this man before. He's tall and slender, and the only reason you know you've met him is because of his voice. He's got a large hood that pulls down and over his face in this large cloak as he steps towards you wherever you are. You know that these timekeepers cannot be seen, and if anything, while you're speaking with this man, you also cannot be seen. If you are on, like, the mortal plane on Earth, they won't see you now. If you're in an upper plane or wherever John usually would go besides being on Earth, then more than likely people can see you and him. But, just in case, because I wasn't sure where John would be.
Usually just on Earth.
Usually just on Earth. So you're kind of in this... You can see it because it's a magic that would be used along with, like, divine. And it's just kind of a sphere around you two. People can walk through it and, like, even, like, walk through you a little bit, and they don't really notice a difference. You know this man's name to be Cypress. John, usually we would rather send a letter, but these are trying times. We're going to need your help.
What is it you need my help for?
Sounds a little cliche, but the end of worlds may come.
Yeah, my folks have known that for some time.
Well, sooner than it's supposed to. Now, this information you've heard of collectors before, but being able to interact or seeing one, they're kind of along the ideas of legend, in a way. You knew that they existed, but it's said that they are so far and few between that they've just kind of wiped themselves out. There is a collector that has found something to, well, easily say reach the end. If he takes the item, the world doesn't exist anymore.
What item is this, and what's... Surely something's already guarding it.
Something is guarding it, but from what we've seen and what we've put in its way, it consistently gets past it. The collectors have been known for once they want something, they will do whatever they can to get to it.
So what is it?
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. So what is it they're after? You're saying an item, but can you be more specific?
Of course. It's a magical item that basically holds the world together. A rift of sorts. It branches off, it makes timelines, it makes the world turn, pretty much. It could look simply like a pocket watch. It could look like a knife to some. It really just depends on who's looking at it. To the timekeepers, it's like a pocket watch.
But I wouldn't necessarily see it as a pocket watch when I see it.
Correct.
That's going to be delightful to try to find. Are you sending me in solo?
We're getting together a group. I can't promise that they'll all be like you, but,
No one is.
Got that fucking right. Ooh. We have searched the timelines, we have searched the world for the oddities that would fit. Not saying that you're an oddity, but you are.
He's a uniquity.
He's a uniquity. If you'll come with me, I can set you up in the room that you will be able to meet them at. There may be some there already. They may be coming within time. We've sent out a timekeeper for all of them.
All right, lay down.
All right. And then before your eyes, a white shimmering portal opens up, and you are able to walk through alongside Cypress. All right. Renwold. Where would
1 second.
you? Sorry. Oh, okay.
Oh, they got stuck. Okay. Yes.
Where would you be at right now? Let me ask that.
Oh, Renwald would be in the woods looking for any sort of magic creature that he could maybe study or, you know.
Perfect.
That
Alright.
sort of thing.
Perfect. Okay, I just wanted to double check what you were. Perfect. All right. As you're out searching, you've been tracking what you think is a magical creature for a few days now. You know it's close to where you have set up your base camp. But out while you're searching one day, you also come across a cloaked figure. You can't see their face. They're quite small. You would probably guess maybe what could be a teenager. And her voice is soft as she talks to you. Renwald, if you'd be so kind, we need your help.
Oh, you've heard of my exploits then? Which one was it? Was it the unicorn? I gutted that thing so... Oh! I'm pretty sure I'm cursed with eternal life. I got covered in so much blood. But it's worth it. Mantled over the fireplace. Gorgeous. Was that the one? People are about to look.
I'm so sorry. Whew. Okay,
Surely you were expecting this.
I should have. But, fuck. Woo.
Oh,
Well, we know all of your,
my exploits, yes. Everyone does.
Yes. I'm a timekeeper. There are a few of us, but, you see, we need your help to stop the end of, well, days, really.
Oh! Interesting. I mostly just hunt magic creatures and such, but yeah, okay. I'm in for it. Could be fun. Interesting.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
If you'll follow me then.
And you see the shimmery portal open up, and she walks through. And you are more than welcome to walk through as well.
I mean, this could kill me, but whatever. And he'll walk through.
All right, perfect. Perfect. Thank you for that. All right. Ariana, your life has shifted from your days on your own. You, just to kind of tie up that storyline, you found your brother. So there's that. He works
Yay.
alongside you in the work that you both do now. And it's where would you be right now? Let's do that. Where would Ariana be right now? Would she be out? Would she be...
Let's say she just wrapped up helping a town with a supernatural phenomenon that they couldn't explain. So she was headed back to enjoy some well-deserved downtime.
Perfect. As you are getting home, you come across a large cloaked figure. This figure is pushing very close to 8 feet tall. Big. And he speaks in a deep voice as he looks at you. Oh, why did I do this to myself? Ariana, you have been chosen by the Timekeepers to help us. Everybody hydrate.
I
Cold
don't have anything
coffee.
to hydrate with. At least nothing I want to
Cold
hydrate with
coffee
on
was
Twitch.
just a mouthful of sugar.
Oh wait, I do. Haha. Thank you, past me.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
At least past you is better than future you.
Oh, God.
Only at
Did you know-
hydration. Love
Because
buddy.
you know future you's talking shit about you.
Oh, of course.
This is water, I promise.
Future me's 32 and talking shit about me. It's fine.
Oh, that almost came out my nose. Oh, okay. Whew. This man is a few steps away from you. He does not he tries his best not to look like he's towering over you pretty much. He tries to keep his back straight and just kind of tilts his head down a little bit at you. You can't how tall is Ariana?
Hang on. Hold. I'm trying to find the tab that has. There it is.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I was trying to find the tab that had it. I don't actually have anything written down.
I know she was a teenager, but now she is.
Yeah.
So
Let's call her 5'8".
5'8".
5'8" seems pretty average.
Perfect. All right. So even though you'd be able to look up and look into his hood, you can't see anything. It's kind of just like a dark. It's like a dark shadow that just covers his face.
Okay. The Timekeepers.
Yes. Simple.
I can't say I've heard of them, but
Well, you're not meant to. You see. Simply put, we are just keepers of time.
one of those if I told you I'd have to kill you kind of things.
Well, you're still alive now, are you not?
True, but you need me for something, so.
Yes. Out of all versions of yourself and all versions of others, you are most fit for this task.
Alright. I just need to leave my brother a note. So as, when he gets back, he's not concerned when he doesn't find me here.
Of course.
No need for him to spend 15 years looking for me only to find out that I hadn't actually been gone.
Well, the thing is your timeline will be paused while you are away.
Regardless, I'll leave him a note.
He holds out his hand, which is gloved, from what you can tell, and he holds it out for you to take your time to write the note. And then once you are done and you have placed it, a shimmering portal that he actually has to duck into opens, and you are able to follow him in.
Fuck.
Sure.
His head just comes clean off. There he goes. Sorry.
It just takes the hood off, but there's nothing there.
It's just-
And then he just pulls the hood up and it looks like there's, the head has reformed itself. He's only as solid as the hood is when it's, on the floor.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that. His hood stays on though, so it's fine. And you are able to walk with him through. I apologize. Whew. Okay. Here we go. Get this one out of the way. Elio del Cabra.
There you go.
Yeah.
Getting better.
I'm working on it. By the end of the campaign, I'll get it, and then I'll never have to say it again.
Oh, if Jernia dies.
Oh no. Time to give Jernia plot armor. Okay, so where would you be right now?
He is in front of his gym. He is signing autographs for little kids. He's got like little 8x10s. He's doing it for free. They're like it's just him like this, the classic superhero pose with his mask on and everything.
I love that. Is he wearing his mask right now?
He always wears his mask.
Perfect. I love that for him. Okay. The hood stays on. Oh yeah. Woo.
This is the way.
This is the way. Yeah. Okay. So, the figure that approaches you, you can see them from actually across the street. They are a small, gentle, I say gentle-looking figure, but they're cloaked. But there is a soft, small wave that comes whenever you do officially spot them. They are out of place. You can see people moving back and forth on the sidewalk, and you swear you can see one that kind of moves through them, and their form sort of shifts a little bit when that happens. They wait until you are done signing autographs for all of the little children, and it is a gentle voice that comes from her whenever she joins you across the street. We're just gonna use Odette's voice. I can't say that with a French accent.
Elio del Cabra, you have been chosen for, a saving of time.
Time?
Yes, you see, the world may end if we do not solve this problem.
But I am just a wrestler, a luchador. Like motioning to this gym.
Out of all the time that, well, you are the most, how do I say it, promising version of yourself.
Feel sorry for the other versions of me.
Well, I am a keeper of time, and we ask for your help to save, well, all of time.
Do I need to bring anything?
You can bring anything you like.
Cool. He gets in his van.
Folding chair, man. Folding chair.
Well, it will fit.
And you see this small shimmering portal open up beside her. No, it stays the same size.
It will be uncomfortable at first, but you will shift to size.
Comfortability is just another day as El Hijo del Cabra.
When she takes you through this little shimmering portal, you come out on an end where you can actually park the vehicle comfortably, but she does invite you out to join you in what looks like just a large white plain building. There are pillars around on the outside that you can see. There is, it almost looks like a large flower garden. There are flowers and hedges everywhere. You can see statues as well in this garden, but you can't really pinpoint what the statues are. At one point you think that these are people, but at another point you're just like, why is it a big chicken, you know? It almost seems like
Is this
they're
person still walking with me?
Yes, she is walking with you. She was leading the way.
Is this the work of El Toro?
If you would like it to be, but really, no, this is the magic of time.
I see. Okay. I will do this.
Perfect. If you would please follow me. Your companions will be waiting for you.
Companions.
Yes.
A little de cabra works alone.
We'll work on it.
We'll see. He
And
goes in.
And she leads you in. Perfect. All right. Bilicus.
Yeah.
Where are you at right now? You can be anywhere. I will tell that to everyone. You can legitimately be anywhere.
Well, I'm sitting in the bed of my truck, out in the woods, getting ready for a camping trip, but realized the 3 cases of beer I brought with are all not alcoholic. So I'm trying to figure out what to do about that.
Just looking at the bed of the truck like, I'm going to throw these. Okay.
The worst anime convention ever.
Where's Tail?
It's another 6 hours to the next convenience store.
You hear them before you see them, as they walk out of a line of trees towards your truck. They are cloaked. You can't really tell. They have their hands sort of clasped together, where they can like hold onto their fingers, and it's just kind of very loosely in front of them.
Excuse me. Bilicus?
Eh?
I apologize for interrupting your camping trip, but you have been called upon to help with time.
Yeah, I lose a lot of that. Why do you want us asking me for help?
Well, you see, this specific version of yourself has been chosen to help, well, save all of time.
Brewski?
No, thank you. I don't drink.
You should start after a line like that, but alright.
I know it is a lot to think about, but we're hoping that you will be able to work along with the others that were chosen to, well, save time and keep it going. If all goes well, I will return you to your spot here, and you will be able to go on your camping trip.
Alright. Guess I should leave these here. Probably get them thrown at me if I bring any of these beers with, so...
Well, from what I've heard, somebody has brought a van, so you can bring some.
I'll bring 1 case, just in case.
Perfect. If you will follow me.
And a shimmering portal opens up beside them. They go through first, and you are able to follow without an issue. All right, Kristen.
Yeah.
There you are. Okay, perfect. Where would Kristen be at right now? That's a good question.
What time of day is it again?
It could be any time of day you like.
Well, if it's like, we'll say afternoon,
Okay.
probably between classes
Okay.
at the fitness center, just vibing a little bit, getting some water, eating some light snacks,
All right.
you know, keeping the groove going, hanging out with the other fitness coaches. Like, yes, we're all doing great.
Perfect. Your friend that you have made over the past little while, you see him come into the building, and he sort of looks like he's in a bit of a rush. You have found that he goes by the name of, and we'll go with this for now, Leo. And, no. Leo. Sorry. He kind of walks up to you with purpose, and Decca, I'll end your career before it even starts. No. Okay. I'll change his name at some point, I swear. But not now. So Leo walks up to you. He even kind of interrupts your the other teachers as he kind of like storms up to you, and he looks at you like he's got a mixture of nervous, and he's got a mixture of maybe it's anger, maybe it's frustration. You're not entirely sure. But
Dude, the advanced class doesn't start for another half an hour. You're not late. It's okay.
No, I don't want to be part of your class. No, someone's coming.
Someone's coming? That's really specific.
No, someone... And it's within a moment that you can see that your... the other teachers who were kind of watching you, like, what is that? Why is he here? Who is that now? And you see the sort of cloaked figure that walks into the building. Leo moves behind you, but to the side, as this cloaked figure approaches you. Kristen, you've been chosen to help save time.
Like right now.
Yes.
But class starts in half an hour. Can it wait like 2 hours, maybe?
Kristen, I am a timeskeeper. The way it works, whenever you decide if you would like to come with us or not, time will stop, will pause. You will be able to return to this time exactly from whence you are taken.
As long as I'm back in time to teach. I mean,
Yes.
if you're saying we're gonna completely pause time, I mean, sure. But am I gonna come back like aged, like another like 3 hours? Like, are people gonna know?
They kind of like look, and they're like, age 3 hours.
Well, yeah. My youthful glow only goes on for 8 hours a day. After that, I need to rest.
God.
She's like a shapeshifter.
He's actually like 50.
Fuck.
No, we will make sure that you are well rested and you can even take a nap before we take you back.
All right, you got me. This is all very weird, but I'll go with you.
Thank you. Is your friend joining us?
I don't know. Do you want to come?
Lil is quiet, and he just kind of like really aggressively nods his head for a quick second. And
Okay. Yeah, he's coming.
all right. And you see the shimmering portal that opens up, and they walk through, and you and Lil can walk through as well.
All right.
All right. The next scene we come across, all of you, except for Elio del Cabra, have walked through the portal almost at the same time. Everyone steps out with the timekeeper that has come with them, and you guys are able to kind of spot each other at the same time. Elio del Cabra, you come up through a door with the timekeeper that basically portal to the van and then walked you in through the rest of the way. So you're like a split second, the door opens and you can see everybody is just sort of stepping out at the same time.
Preséntame de esencia de excelencia.
What?
Why did you get to bring a van? Why didn't I get to bring my bike?
Yeah, if I knew we would need transportation, I would have grabbed a horse or something. Do I have to walk everywhere?
Walking is great,
I
actually.
mean, hey man, nice entrance and all. Anybody know what he said?
There is a moment where the all of the cloaked figures that went with you separately come towards the front of the table, and within a split second, they've become one figure. The separate figures that were with you are now gone, and now they are all together, still cloaked. Each person, I forgot to mention, there was a different sort of color of cloak for each of you. All of those colors are kind of patched over this one cloak now. If you will all take a seat, I can let you know about the task at hand. And if you'd like, you can introduce yourselves.
Well, you all know who I am, so it's, it's fine.
Huh?
Who?
Excuse me?
Who are you?
I am Renwald von Sphigs II.
Oh, I know about you from the internet, from the...
There we go. I don't know what internet is, but good. Someone
Oh,
here
no,
is
no, that's a
internet.
different guy. I saw him on RedTube.
I'm sorry, what? I'm famous doctor, hunter, and taxidermist.
I
No?
got nothing. I got nothing.
Did you do that thing with the narwhal at one time?
I'm pretty sure. So that was a complete
Oh, that was
misunderstanding.
definitely on RedTube.
I thought that one was the mythical water unicorn. It is not. It put up a fight though.
The
Time.
good ones do.
Hello? Time.
Oh yeah, I've seen your mugshot.
What? Mugshot.
Never mind, keep going.
Oh no.
Beer for your trouble?
What is that? A beer?
Alcohol.
Oh God, yes, please.
Oh wait, no.
Alcohol,
Well,
I'm not
here,
about
take this
that.
anyway.
Well, thank you, sir. You may call me Ren.
Ren,
I'm on
all
it.
right. Bill, let's go with Billicus. Yeah.
Bilicus, very nice to meet you, Bilicus. You're an
Bilicus.
upstanding gentleman.
I can be sitting down later.
Oh, this is a
Jesus
funny
Christ.
man. What are we here for? We're just drinking?
I mean, they say time waits for no man, but if time has stopped while we're doing this, doesn't it?
No idea. I just agreed to come. It sounded like a job. It sounded kind of fun.
This is why Alejo del Cabra works alone.
Come on, have a beer. And toss some beer.
No. Catches it. He like throws it.
Spikes it out of the sky. Sorry.
Just explodes.
Please don't make a mess. Long story short, you may all be from different times, different places, different universes even, but you all live on a level of time that we can reach. At least the timekeepers can reach. You have...
We're all on branches of Yggdrasil, but not necessarily the same branch.
Of course. Something is... We have managed to loop it. But there is a creature that is trying to take an item, collect an item that, well, will end up ending us all. We, as timekeepers, are many, but also few. You have all met a form of timekeeper. All of us from different times and places. We're missing one. They have, our easiest way to describe it has been collected. John, you've heard of collectors before. They are creatures of legend in a way that, well, would just travel to places to collect things. Magical items, magical creatures. The stronger the better, and the more they want it, the more damage they cause, usually. They would go after God's weapons. They would go after simple trinkets if they could, well... Sorry, Otter. Don't ruin the fun. No, I'm kidding. Simple trinkets, sorry. Ones that could maybe block your mind from being read, or could easily just shield your form and make you appear as somebody else. You'll all do something in your time that will really bring yourselves into, well, who you will become. We're not here to tell you who you become. We're not here to tell you how it will happen, but you've all done something in your lives that has come in contact with, well, mystical creatures. Runwald, as you would say, a unicorn.
Oh, yes. Very many so.
Ariana, we know your past. Kristen, you have your friend, who Leal has been standing just behind you the entire time, if you decided to sit.
Okay.
Bilicus, John, El Hio del Cabra. I say...
Got it.
I'm gonna be nervous all session.
You're getting it.
You're all doing great things and will do great things. But if you want those things to come to future, we need your help. This creature takes the item, time ceases to exist. Which means we all cease to exist.
Well, clearly we succeed, or we would have already stopped existing.
Oh. So let's just go home.
I feel like it might be if we don't actually complete what we're supposed to, then we don't succeed and therefore cease to exist.
Yeah, I'm never good with time paradox and such. I can tell you what ails you, though. Any problems?
No.
Anyone? Billy, my new friend.
I got an itch.
Got an itch. Where?
All up my back.
That sounds like an imbalance of the humors. Probably too much yellow bile. I could cut it out.
Tomorrow. Good. We
We'll
can
make an appointment.
schedule
We'll-
that.
Yes. I'll see you at my office.
Okay.
Yes.
Whew, okay,
Do you take insurance?
What is that?
Never mind.
Okay.
Renwald will be the death of everyone. That's what's gonna happen. All right.
He's already planning it.
He's ready. All right. Perfect. We can tell you about the creature. We have some information on how they work and what they can do. But the most we can do as time is, well, slow it down. We have it in a loop of sorts. It's a hard loop, and it consistently keeps it in sort of that last moment as it grabs the item, and time ceases to exist. Some of the simple things that it can do, it can, well, we call them the collectors because, well, they collect items. They enjoy items. We've said that, but, so it's made of items, simple enough, so it will have quite a few things. It's not exactly part of, well, one dimension or another. The problem is it can consist of phasing back and forth. It has something where it will also collect memories. There's a chance if it gets close enough, it will devour memory, and it will cause a lot more harm than you would expect for just a memory.
So we don't want you hit by this thing, is what you're telling us.
If you can. If you cannot get hit, well, there is that.
Could I
Yes.
roll to investigate a mystery?
Sure. What exactly would you like to investigate?
Well, so one of my, what do you call those, perks, moves? One of my moves as the exile is learned. Oh Jesus, no glasses. You researched all the legends. You researched all the legends and tales of monsters in your home time. When you investigate a mystery, you can ask the keeper questions from the following list as well as from the usual list. So I can also ask, did this creature or type of creature exist in my home time?
Okay.
What defenses are effective against this creature? And what do I know about this creature that has been forgotten?
All right.
I'd like to know about some defenses.
Of course. Yeah. All right. Let's roll to investigate a mystery.
That's sharp, right?
Hold on. Where is my investigate a mystery is sharp? Yes. Sorry. I was making sure I had my correct papers. That is a 12. That is very
Hot dog.
good. Perfect. So on a 10 plus, you can hold 2. So if you need what the questions are, do you want to ask? So you want to ask about what defenses are effective against this creature?
Yeah.
Did you want to ask another question from there, or do you want one from the usual list?
You know what? What do I know about this creature that has been forgotten?
Perfect.
I've done a bunch of monster hunting. Well, Renwald has. So maybe there's just something in his book of monsters that he
Of
can
course.
recollect.
Perfect. So. One moment. Just want to double check my notes here. Let's see. So for your, what do I know about this creature that has been long forgotten? A lot of people, from what you remember, talking about this thing. This thing is also more of a myth to you. You have never come across one. And even if you have come across, like, sort of the substance that it is, usually doesn't stick around for long before it literally just phased out. And even then, it was maybe, like, a vial's worth, not much. Like, I have... Hold on. Sort of like a vial like this. Okay. Not much.
Okay.
You can remember, from family in the past, that they have talked about sort of, its form is very, it can be disrupted by high energy. So when you think of things like, intense heat, industrial voltage electricity, high-powered lasers, that kind of thing. So you know, kind of to get into the body, there's that. And defenses, a lot of it is definitely, you know that it has a very sort of weak ranged attack. Being up front can cause a good chunk of damage, but the best sort of way to not get hurt by this thing is to be farther back.
Okay.
The best defense is a ranged defense, basically, or a ranged offense.
Okay. My new compatriots, I guess. I'm pretty sure I've heard of such a creature before. You want to stay away from them. Like this weird patchy man thing has said, if you get close, it's quite a bit painful. So, distance is the name of the game today.
Not a distance fighter.
Neither am I.
We'll figure something out, or you can just take the risk. I'm a doctor, so very good.
You're a doctor.
I'm sorry,
So-
Doctor? What? I missed what you said. I apologize.
I don't think you're a doctor.
Oh.
I'm very much a doctor. What are you, man in boogie mask?
He's not just wearing a mask. He has like a whole singlet and everything.
Oh, what are you, ready for sleep in your onesie? Did they find you just getting into bed? No. You know what they find me? Looking for evil creatures. It was a goblin. I won't send it up anymore. He was stealing. But I've killed many creatures like this.
If you say so.
Yeah, I say so. Oh,
That give
okay,
a doctorate to anybody, I guess. Whatever.
whatever.
Going to cut in for a moment. We can offer some items and help. Sadly, they must be from you. You see, we can help you sort of, in a way, help yourself. Be it from different timelines or from your future self, without realizing your future self would be helping you, in a way. So, in that mentality, on the idea of you guys getting to take an extra skill, that is what they are offering you. You can take things from other playbooks, and I could have warned you about this, but it's fun just to see all of a sudden the scrolling. So, in the sake of, I pulled up Kristen's page. So, Kristen, you could take another skill that you have in your page. You could take a skill from another playbook, be it getting a weapon, that kind of thing. They're offering this to you where you can get a new weapon from another playbook, or from your playbook, a new skill that you have. It would be something that you would have learned like in the future, and the idea of that.
Okay.
So, look through your things, take your time, figure out what you are going to take.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that too.
Honestly, it's probably I know I gave you guys some level ups, and you probably were like, this or this. I'll take this one later, kind of thing. So that is what you can get.
No, I could take the other thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So in the future, John can retire to safety.
No. Oh. Gosh, I'm so sorry. In the future. So, okay, you can't retire to safety. You can't switch your whole class. That is off the board. Please don't take partners. Some small things here and there. But you guys can mess around with that. And I will explain some more things. So, as you see, as you are all working along in the idea of your future selves, We have captured this beast in a loop. We have lost one of our timekeepers in doing this. The timekeeper has been collected in a way. You shouldn't have to worry about their powers or our powers, so they are just stuck. We need to figure out how it was able to enter this realm. That is the one thing we cannot consistently figure out or understand. It's getting in between some form of... We're not sure if it's a crack in time. We're not sure if it is that somebody is helping it. We just know there... We say there is a chance that you will be able to find it as a group. And yes, I know we've said chance, but there are only so many versions of you that we can call on. But we can at least send you to the place that hopefully you will be able to find it. Collectors are hard to track. They are sort of dimensional travelers in a way. The one things we can't always keep track on as much as we try.
I assume these things can be killed.
We've heard of it in the past. There have been ways of capture. There have been ways of killing them. Yes,
Just making sure.
of course. Timekeepers were not fighters. We are just, in a way, guardians of time.
Kind of lousy guardians if you cannot defend anything yourself, though.
Nothing should be able to enter the... Yeah, that we like to watch.
Yeah.
Nothing
It's
is...
okay, no judge, no judging.
Nothing is supposed to be able to enter this world where this item is kept. But somehow this creature gets in. They have been known to be very adamant about getting things for their collection. This would be the final piece of their collection, but it's still a piece of a collection. If they can manage it.
So this would destroy them as well. So this is just some kind of obsession that they can't help.
Yes. If we don't stop them, well, we stop everything. They stop
Is
everything.
there some way we could get the item first and hide it?
There is, but this item's power alone is
Got the van.
hard to handle. But, we can send you close to the item, but the item is hidden in a way to a lot of normal eyes, so it may take some time for you to find it, but we can bring you close.
So if they take the item, it ends everything.
Yes.
What if we destroy the item?
It will also end everything.
Okay, just checking.
Of course.
Mark that one
Got-
off.
Got the win. Mark that off the list.
So we either have to get the item first, or kill the creature before it gets the item.
Yes.
But if
You
the
could
creature
try
getting
to-
the item destroys everything, would one of us getting the item destroy everything?
When the creature takes the item into its body to collect it, that's when the magic is blocked off, and that is when the magic will stop it. As long as the item isn't removed from where it is, in the sense of the area around it. It's not like you're taking it off a stand and that's when everything stops. It's the creature is starting to take like the item into it because it is
It's
kind
like
of
its own little pocket world kind of thing.
yeah, and that is when it stops.
Okay, so I don't need to put it in my vest.
What do we do with it when we get it?
Play keep away for, the rest of time.
The rest of time. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
you all
sacrifices have
think
to be
that-
made.
Did you all think that through? Or did you just not? I have things I have to do. Kids I have to take care of.
Kids who won't exist if we F this up.
But they are frozen in time as well, so you don't have to take care of them.
Starving kids won't watch themselves.
They're not starving, they're frozen.
They won't start starving again until you get back.
I feel like that's an endgame thing too. So we got to kill this then.
That sounded like the only permanent solution.
Yeah.
Is it defeatable?
The one I've heard about, and I've only heard of, I've never seen these before. They seem to be weak by like a high amount of energy. So if we can find something such as that,
Oh, good.
who knows?
I'm very energetic.
We will toss this man in. See what happens.
Clearly gonna have to get in close.
I'm sure we can arrange that. Well, we sort of know how this thing ticks, so, time's a-wasting? Eh?
I don't think this is the time for jokes.
This is the perfect time for jokes.
This is the
You
no
don't
time.
want to go into a fight too tense.
Keep telling jokes. I'm sorry, I'll be 2 seconds.
I have smelling salts if you want to borrow.
Those are banned in my federation.
Oh, not in mine.
They become addictive.
Reach into my
Oh,
vest, pull out a flask. I've got ale if anybody wants it. It's actually alcoholic.
Mix a little in here. Ah, there's the flavor back again.
I mean, all I've got
Burning?
as far as range goes is a shotgun. I don't know about the rest of you.
I mean, I have a crowbar. That works, right?
I have
That-
the newest arquebus.
What?
The arquebus. Sorry,
Arquebus?
arquebus.
What is that?
And he'll take it out and show you, and it is like the oldest gun you've ever seen. Flintlock looking thing. Takes like a minute to reload.
You don't quite know where Elihu del Cabra pulls this out, but you see he just pulls out like a fucking Spas 12.
What is that?
DC is that, but bigger.
Wow. These arquebus cost me a lot of money too.
I don't know how I feel about being in a room with boys whipping their guns out.
Fuck.
Maybe they're compensating for something. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, I was at, but now I feel very insecure about myself. Please put that away.
It's kind of like, okay. I don't like
It's not
to use.
about
I
the
like to use my
size,
fists.
blah blah blah, something something.
I like to use my fists. I like to get up close and personal.
Okay.
This isn't getting any better.
Where do you keep that thing?
Don't ask questions.
Huh.
Clearly, my man here is very limber.
Oh.
Well, I assumed he was normal, except for the tights, but maybe there's a little more to him.
I mean, I didn't assume any of you were normal, so
I think the most normal of us might actually be Kristen.
Huh?
What's your deal
Huh?
anyway?
What's a what?
yeah. What's wrong
What's
with
your-
you?
What's your
What's
deal
wrong
anyway?
with me?
I mean, I can give you a list to pick from.
I don't think anything's wrong with me. I just like to chill with the dead.
I mean, so do I every October.
No, I teach him dance.
Okay.
Will's like my marketer for the afterlife.
Will just kind of like waves his hand a little.
He's so good at what he does. Ugh. I can't wait to die someday. I'm gonna be so popular.
All right, so she's the vanguard.
Agreed.
Yeah, I got a cousin that can do the same thing. I mean, she doesn't teach you dance. She got the whole goth thing going. I mean, don't worry about it.
Oh, anything but.
Have you ever
Black
seen
is
the movie
not
Coco?
my color. Huh?
Have you ever seen the movie Coco? Never
Oh,
mind.
the
never
Disney
mind.
one?
Never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. They
What's
don't
the
look like
movie?
skeletons.
Have you ever seen the movie Ghost?
With the pottery and stuff.
You know what? Never mind.
I don't know how to tell you this. I'm 19. I don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You are never. No, let's continue.
No, I too am confused. What is a movie?
It's like a picture. Like
Into
a
your
photograph,
brain.
but it moves.
Yeah.
Picture that
Moving
moves.
pictures. Do they
Yes,
like
yes.
they eat?
No, they move.
Yeah, moving things tend to eat.
Not unless you put salami in the DVD disc drive.
What
You're
is
not
all of
gonna make
that?
that mistake twice.
Well, see, salami is a sort of meat.
Oh, okay.
It's a sort of meat that's combined with other a lot of animals at once. They mash
It's a
them all together
sliced
and make a patty out of it.
sausage.
Okay,
It's
I'm
delicious.
as
know.
riveting as this conversation is.
You can explain rivets too.
No, we are not. We have a job to do. And
But we've got all the
regardless
time in the
of-
world to do it.
it still needs to be done. I don't know about you, but being caught in a time loop isn't my idea of a vacation.
That is my exact idea of a vacation. That's how most of my
Well-
vacations go.
No, you said you lose
Usually
time. I
involves
don't know
beer
if
with
that's a
alcohol,
time
but-
loop.
Oh. No, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. I would like to get this done so that I can go home and have a vacation.
All right. Lead on, Macduff.
All right.
All right.
I can put you in a time in which we at least know the collector takes, shows up in at least. So.
Well, if you've got him frozen right where he's taking the item, can we just show up there and pound on him?
Yes, we can take you up there. Of course.
Could you not time freeze this thing?
No. We can
Okay,
we
worth
can
asking.
we can pause time, but we can't pause time forever.
Oh.
When we take a piece from their timeline, yes, they will be paused. The timeline would be paused. In I believe John's instance, that may be the timeline that isn't paused, depending. You can go many places, so you unless you were doing something very specific, your timeline should still be running, but everyone's is paused that we know of for now. We can loop it, so we can loop you in a fight with it, at least.
but each outcome may come differently. But for now, we can take you to when the creature arrives at that place. If you'll all follow me, and they get up and they move towards a door that was on the opposite side of the door that Elio del Cabra came in. Elio?
Elijo.
Elijo.
Don't even pretend the H isn't even there.
Elijo. Yeah, but the
There you
J's
go.
fucking me up. It's fine.
The
I know.
J is pronounced like an H.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
Yeah.
Elijo. Elijo. Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Just pronounce it Hi Joe and watch him cringe every time.
Dios mío.
I'm looking at it. That's clearly what it says.
Jalapeno.
Oh my god. I think my stomach just fell out of my ass.
I'm not even anything besides white, and that hurt me.
Thank you, Cody.
Oh,
Alright,
which
bye,
You're
guys.
welcome. I took the heat for you there.
Thank you. All right. Okay. They walk you down a hallway. The hallway that they walk you down has many doors. Each door looks different, and as you guys walk past, you can see different glimpses of. You're sure maybe it's somebody's life in one door and another life in another. And by the time they get you to a door that is directly at the end of the hallway. Sorry, there we go. I moved something and I lost it. All right. As they open the door, you all get hit with this sort of cool gust of wind. It's enough wind that if somebody has like longer hair, it like blows the hair directly out of your face. It like your hair is all like fluffed up now, Runwald.
Oh, damn it.
Start patting it down.
Into the vest, comes out, hands him a cone.
Oh, thank you. Very kind of you.
Perfect. The wind does dull down a little bit, but it is consistent, so there is still a little bit of a breeze that kind of hits you guys in the face as you walked forwards. He kind of shows you like to line up like more. It looks like there is an edge to this room that you can clearly see and that you can clearly step on. And then if you were to take a step forward, you, like the way the floor looks, it almost looks like you'd fall into a pit. You can see as this timekeeper, he does step forward, and you can tell that, like, there is solid ground there. But this room is not, like, a simple square that you can tell. It is a room that is pitch black, and it looks like it could go on forever. There's no walls in this room. It is just, you turn around and you can see the door, and it looks like it's just in an empty space. But with the door open, you can look through it and you can see the hallway again. Otherwise, as you turn around, he kind of sort of brings one of his hands up and he's like, this is what we would consider an end of sorts. When a timeline is done and a timeline is finished, it comes here. We can't explain how it happens, but it has happened in the past. Not as often as you'd think, but there are a few. Either there is, sorry, apologies, my line of thought went completely out the window. You can travel here. I will set a path for you to follow. It shouldn't be long until you reach the end of the line, and within moments, the creature will appear. There is enough time for you to travel there, and you may have
but a few moments to prepare before the collector shows up. There is a certain time that you will have before the loop is reset, and you will find yourselves back at the beginning doorway to where you must make the trek back. You will not feel tired. Sorry, go ahead.
I assume if we beat this thing, the loop
should reset itself. The collector has a timekeeper in it, so if you are able to free that timekeeper, the loop should stop.
Okay.
The timekeeper, in a way, sacrificed itself to keep it from ending all.
I would like to use my brand new move that I just picked.
Oh no.
You didn't.
It's what I know!
You know, I thought I was done with that for at least one session. Alright.
Like a fancy gun or something might be nice.
Sorry?
Fancy knife or something might be nice, given how nice El Hijo's. El Hijo?
El hijo.
El Hijo, sorry.
El hijo del cabra. Say the whole thing.
Okay,
Like a
what's
Tribe
that?
Called Quest.
Exactly.
El Hijo, no. El Hijo del
Hijo
Cabra.
Okay, hold on.
del
There you
Cabra.
go. There you go.
I have an idea of what to give you, but I need to find it, so please give me one moment.
No sé si simple para ti, para yo hablar en español.
Okay,
Spanish is impeccable.
Arriba.
Never mind.
How else am I gonna know what all my songs are saying?
Funky Spanish aerobics.
Zumba, more like.
Zumba. Okay. The dead play Zumba. Gotcha.
You'd be surprised what they did get into.
How else are they
I-
gonna get their groove on?
I don't know if I want
Aerobics.
to know what they get into.
Well, in Valhalla, they get pretty drunk. And then, the
The
Valkyries
first
can get
thing
pretty
I
wild.
said, I don't know if I want to know, and then you continue, John. John, right?
Yes.
Okay.
John Modison. Oh, yeah, I haven't given anybody my card. Here. It's a card that says John Modison, Godling for Hire.
Does it say anything on the back?
It's got a phone number
Okay.
and a little picture of a hammer.
Oh, I'm keeping this.
He hands them out. Anybody that wants one?
What are these numbers?
What's the plan?
It's a phone. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We don't know what we're going into, so shoot it. I don't know.
And okay, are we shooting first and asking questions if it's still alive after we finish shooting it? Or are we going to try and talk it down and then shoot it?
It was
Feel
pretty.
like easier
It
to
sounds
shoot the
pretty
hell out
cut
of it.
and dry.
Question to the keeper.
yes.
I have met one of these timekeepers before.
Yes, Cypress.
Have they proven to be trustworthy in the past for me?
Yep.
Okay.
It was more idle conversation than asking you to help on a task. You have seen Cypress ask others on tasks before, or but nothing as dire as this, basically. From what you know of Timekeeper and Cypress, per se, they search the times for who is going to be along the lines of most helpful or most successful in what they were doing. If anything, Cypress would have mentioned along traveling back with you and just kind of idle conversation, there was only a small group to pick from. besides these 6 that are in this group, there were maybe 3 other people that had the high success rate for this.
Oh, before we start fighting anything, if anyone would appreciate some performance enhancers.
Excuse me?
Performance enhancers.
I've got what I need. I pull a golden apple out of my vest, right? I mean,
Oh, that looks very healthy. I have cocaine. If anyone would like some.
if we have to loop back around and try this again, I might take you up on that.
Okay. Renwald just turns around. I am ready.
Oh my god.
Spoon or nail?
Hey, it was just the Red Bull of his age.
It was in the bottle, just.
It was smelling salts all along.
God!
I'm
Okay.
gonna wake you up.
Fuck. Alright. God. Okay, for your oops, sorry.
Oh yeah. I forgot I was fucking with you.
As you are walking, I feel Renwald is the curious of types to just kind of like hold his hand out, maybe think that there is a ledge or an edge or something, like you're gonna bump into an invisible wall, you know?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So as you're kind of like moving around and you actually do end up bumping into something. Your girlfriend just sent me a fucking code.
I know, she sent it to me too. It's a good one.
It's a really good one. Ooh, okay, you, God damn it. You actually do bump into something, and you actually hear it clatter to the floor, and actually everybody hears it clatter to the floor. It takes a moment, but once you hear that clattering stop, like it gives that like wobble as if it's a stick kind of thing. It's clearly some form of metal, and as it finally goes silent, a spear appears.
Oh.
It is silver, and it is very bright. John, you actually recognize this weapon as a sort of weapon from old. At least a version of it. You have seen this specific weapon still being wielded by someone you know, actually. So along your mind, this weapon is either before their time or after their time. So this spear, if I can find what I was looking at, will have some stats for you to use. Please hold. So, it is 2 harm. So it can deal 2 harm. It is hand, so you have to wield it with your hands, and it is close. So it's more of a close combat. It does have a little bit of reach. One other thing that this weapon has is a it has a sort of John, you would know this right away. It has a sort of returning feature. So you can throw this weapon at range. It will crack down into the ground and actually make it, a lightning bolt doesn't like hit where it lands, but a small sort of explosion happens, and then if you can call it back for whoever is wielding it.
I mean, you keep your eye open, everybody. You find something fun.
Do you just go stealing stuff?
Yeah. Absolutely. It's going to help out.
We don't know that yet. Okay.
I mean, if it's going to help out. You sure? You're right. We don't know if it's going to help, but it's a weapon.
It was likely put in his path for a reason.
See? John thinks reason.
As you hold it, Renwald, it is sort of... It's lighter than you expected, even for looking metal. You'd think it'd be like heavy to hold in your hands, but as you sort of lift it up, it's like, you know when you're going to lift something that you think is heavy, but it's not? So it kind of like...
Oh, that weird jerk you do?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that. It's light. You can kind of like toss it up in your hand and like catch it pretty comfortably. It is... How tall is Renwald? Would you say,
Like
roughly?
probably like 6 foot.
Okay. This
like 5'11".
reaches a little shorter than you.
That was a good oops.
Why do I feel like my ears are ringing?
Keeper's gonna have to up his game for Stuart from now
Yeah,
on.
fuck. Actually, alright. You guys are gonna have fun with the next thing, Stuart. Oops.
Oh no.
That's the teaser for next week. Because I know it's gonna happen.
You could tell me oops would murder Stuart and I would still use it every fucking game.
Yep. And that's exactly what I'm hoping for.
You find this grenade with the pin already pulled.
Everybody's gone. Sorry.
The secret ending that Jason wanted for Vampire.
You remember that.
Almost got it.
All right, but yes, you find a spear.
Was this the result of his oops?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, yes, you had gotten up. So Renwald found a spear. Actually, John recognized what it was because a friend has it. Quote
Okay.
And they
unquote
did
right now.
cocaine.
And yes,
Sure.
Renwald did cocaine.
Oh god. Okay.
He did offer it to everybody.
If you would like, I have lots.
No, I'm good.
It's medicinal.
No, I apologize. I recently got my hands on an industrial sewing machine,
Oh,
and I got photos of it, so I
Nice.
needed to go show my dad. I'm very excited. I'm going to pick it up on Saturday.
Nice. Those
Um,
things are built to last.
Okay, so keeper.
yes. I
Question.
was like, I was, yeah. Mhm.
I given that I was just coming back from another task,
Yes.
would it be safe to assume that I have all of my gear
Yes.
on a bag in a bag on my back?
Yes.
Oh, good.
They made sure that you were able to. Sorry, they made sure you were able to take everything with you. So if you had weapons that you had picked from your sheets, you have them.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're at the location, right?
Yes,
like we still have
you
to walk.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, while they're futzing around with the spear, I would like for Ariana to go and find the best and most advantageous spot for a sniper rifle, because I wish I was kidding. That was the heavy weapon I chose.
Okay. Problem. So
Uh-huh.
the room and world that you are in has nothing in it.
Okay.
Time chamber.
It is
So
just
this is
a
just a
black
straight up.
landscape. It
Okay.
you literally
Janet's
look
Boyd from The Good Place.
you literally look like you are walking on like you're walking in air, but you can feel something that is under your feet.
Okay.
You can still shoot like if you wait and you wait for like people to walk ahead of you, like yes, you can still see, so you can have distance, but unfortunately there is no buildings in
There's
this
no
area for
vantage
height.
point.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no like high vantage point.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm still going to open up my bag and start assembling said rifle.
All right.
Everyone's just getting their guns out.
And I will have already had my flak vest on because that's underneath my clothes. And I check to make sure that the 9mm that I have alternatively is also loaded.
Perfect. As
I'm basically doing a weapons check because professional.
Alejo just has a bandolier of shotgun shells.
I pull up my cute little pink pepper spray with little kitty ears on it.
John's
I-
still drinking out of his flask.
Molly, I feel like Kristen has that kitty-headed
Like headbands?
The brass.
no
knuckle.
The
brass
gamer
knuckles.
headphones. Oh,
no,
the
no,
brass
the,
knuckles.
the brass knuckles that look
Oh,
like
they
a
have the
kitty
two
head.
spikes.
She's got like that whole little ring of like self-defense items that are all cat themed.
Yes.
Yes. Amazing.
Oh! Why didn't Leal take the form of a cat?
I don't know.
His
Well,
Wonder
between,
Twin
like,
powers
small
haven't
boy was.
activated yet.
Yeah, the twin powers. No. Okay. All right. Anybody else would like to do any sort of preparation or any sort of conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
Um.
Or I guess, does anybody else have any questions for me? Because we've already had 2 of them. There's only 4 of you left.
El Hijo de la Cabra looks around at everybody. Says, "All right, we don't know what we're after, because it looks different to everybody, or whatever the case may be. However, from what I know about all of you, I think you are all unique individuals. Even you, Kristen. You are all beautiful people, and it will be an honor to go into battle with all of you. I guess." And I'm going to use my inspiring speech.
Yes. All right. Okay, so your inspiring speech, if I remember correctly. So when you rally the group, so you can go ahead and roll a charm roll.
That's a 10.
That is a 10. So on a 10 plus, so they are pumped, ready to risk life and limb for the cause. You guys feel like amazing. Like it was a small talk, but it felt like it was meant to happen. So everyone, you can go ahead and choose. There's a couple things.
I'd say the thing we need to do is be a vigilant watch force over being an angry mob.
As act as an angry mob unleashed on a target you name it. Wow.
First of all, I don't know the name of the target.
You know
It's a
them as
collector.
the collector.
The collector, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
We didn't know what you were talking about.
sure.
Be a vigilant
think-
watch force.
I want them to be a vigilant watch force because we should probably find the item,
Yep.
make sure that they don't have it first, and then we kick their ass.
All right. So, because of that, let me see. So, for that, now normally, there's no, like, perception rolls in Monster of the Week. So when
Sure.
it comes to it, because you got a 10 plus, when it comes to, and I'll just say these are going to be, act under pressure rolls for you guys. You guys can take an extra +1 going forward when you use your act under pressure. Now I will say it doesn't have to be specifically just to find the item. You can use it when on your next like act under pressure roll kind of thing. So everyone can have that because it doesn't state because
It doesn't actually say what bonus it gives us.
Yes. It just kind of what I think that is basically you would go to a group of random people and like be inspiring and then they would do something for you, but because you're using this on your group.
Yeah.
+1 going forward on act under pressure.
Woo! I've buffed the group. That's all I got. Pulls out his shotgun. Let's do these.
John puts his flask up and comes out, with a hammer.
Cody.
What?
El Hijo comes, just flexes, says his weapons come
Ooh.
pre-assembled. All right. Now here, Ariana, do you stay back a little bit as they continue going forward?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would vastly prefer to use the sniper rifle over the handgun.
Perfect. All right. So, what I will say to you guys is there has been a sort of soft. I want to say laser, but it doesn't do damage or anything. It's just a trail of light, like a trail of neon light, kind of, in the mentality of it. It is a soft sort of white glow that has been leading you guys across the path. Now, the timekeeper said that you will be able to follow this path, and then when the path ends, you will have a few moments before the creature appears. So, like, ahead of you guys, maybe, like, as you guys are walking about 10 feet ahead of you, you can see where the trail ends. Ariana, when do you stop moving forward? How far back do you stay?
Well, typically sniper rifles are pretty long range.
Long range, yeah.
So probably about 100 feet back from everybody else.
Okay. So you are on ground level. Just remember that.
Yeah.
So, do you tell everyone that? That you are staying that far back?
I'm gonna be
Yes.
way over here.
I'm gonna be basically back at the door. Y'all have fun now, you hear?
A part of me was like, they should just assume, considering the fact that I am carrying a big fuck off sniper rifle. But at the same time, I feel like one of them may not even know what the hell that is.
What is that weird broom you have?
Thank you.
So, yes, no, I just merely state that I will be back here.
And I mean, some of us might think it's funny to do it point blank, but hey, you do you.
I mean, sure, but I can't say that I know too many sniper rifles that are supremely accurate point blank, considering the length of their barrel.
Hey, you just don't look through
3
the
inches is pretty accurate still with a sniper rifle.
You know, as long as it's pressed directly to their skin, it'll be pretty,
There
you know,
isn't
pretty
gonna
accurate.
be anything left if you do that.
Barely kiss.
Yes.
Please.
That's kind of the point.
Son. Oh, fuck. I mean, that seems like a good idea, though. Just obliterate whatever, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
El Hijo del Cabra will go up, probably leading the group.
Okay.
To what I assume is literally the void.
John's trying to stay right beside him, so I can easily see it becoming almost a power walking race.
Yeah, arms go up. Pull his shoulders back. You know, just waiting for you guys to start sprinting. Okay, that's... all right.
They have cocaine.
They had it without you looking.
Oh.
You check your vial very quickly. It's funny. Is it a vial like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's smelling salts.
It's medicinal.
Me looking at like what's inside this, and I'm like, it's not cocaine. It is eggshells. So, just because it's a white substance doesn't mean I'm gonna sniff it into my nostrils. I crushed them
Or
from
does
my
it?
plants. I'm a good plant dad. Listen. Okay. That's where I'm gonna stop that. All right. Sorry. Steve. No.
Mhm.
Fuck. I love that gift so much. Oh,
It's so good, too.
all right.
It's his
Oh,
face.
It is his face.
it is his face. All right. It is quiet here. Ariana, you're on your own, and like at first you could hear everybody's slow talking, but as the distance grows, they are getting farther and farther and farther away, and it is deafening quiet. Like you even make a snap, and there's no echo. It's just a simple snap, and that's it. It is almost sort of dulled out by whatever this place is. Kristen, Leal has been walking with you. I mean, he's been pretty, like... He's with you, but you know that he won't fight alongside you, kind of thing. He'll help you. So, one thing I will say, you and Leal, especially because of the training you have in your background, Leal will help by, like, if you want to, like, jump up into the sky, you could run at him. He'll have his hands kind of netted together, and he will just fling you into the sky, kind of thing.
Excellent.
If you are being, like, tossed back, he will at least be there to try and catch you. But he won't, so if there is something that you would like to do as a pair, let me know. We'll figure it out, kind of thing, as we go along. But he will not go in to help deal punches. He does this weird sort of statement every time. He's like, I'm not at my strongest, I'm not at my strongest. You know I can't help fight. If I help fight, I could die, and that's going to be chaotic and really cause a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, before I even start, John, there's something weird about Leal. You can't quite place it, but he definitely doesn't look like he... One, belongs. Two, that's not his normal form. There's a
It's hanging out with somebody that does Roomba with the dead.
Yeah.
So, you know.
There's like a
Roomba.
familiarity.
Zumba, but
I was
close.
wondering if anybody else catches it.
There's like
Like
a
John, whatever the crap he is.
familiarity? Sorry, that word fucked me up. There's a
Familiarity.
familiarity there, but you're not quite sure what it is, kind of thing.
And what does this guy look like?
He looks human.
Okay.
He has like short, dark hair, little curly. He's probably about 6'1", give or take. Strong build, but like you could hear him state, I can't fight. I'm not at my strongest, kind of thing. But there's some sort of energy about him that you're like, that's not human, but I don't know what it is.
Well, John is nothing if not subtle.
Yeah.
What are you, dude? A psychopomp or something?
He's dead.
That's a rude thing to say about someone.
Well,
Kind of putting
I-
the cart before the horse.
not entirely dead, but I got hit by something, and I don't have a lot of memory. She's been helping me, so I just help her where I can.
If this is a medicinal problem, I could help you.
Are you going
He
to
is a doctor.
suggest cocaine again?
No, the cocaine would not help with this one. Let me look really quickly. Was it like a bump to the head because you take some cow manure, you mush it right in, and good as gold.
Dexy's going to suggest leeches.
No, not for this.
Question, John, how big is John like a burly type?
Pretty burly.
You got that one picture of him, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't know where I put that. It's up in the chat somewhere. He is a big dude, yeah. Not necessarily, I'm trying to think of professional wrestlers I could use as a...
The two
He's like
wrestlers.
6'1" or 6'2". He's not one of those, like, freakishly tall wrestler types.
Kind of like Batista almost.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe not quite as broad as that.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. 4 reasons.
So how big is Hajo?
I don't know who Haijo is, so
I'll stop.
Oh no. Yeah. How tall is El Hijo? No, El
Hijo.
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 Hijo. I'm gonna give
Like
you
an internet hoe. Got it. Hijo.
Yes. Yes.
It's the only way I'm
You
gonna
ignore the
remember
H.
it.
You know
I'm
what?
so
Sure.
sorry.
You ignore the H, you pronounce the I like an E, and the J like an H.
El Hijo del Cabra.
There you go. You got it. Anyway, he's like 5'11", and he's not so much burly. He's not like burly. He's like lean muscle.
Me trying to think of a wrestler that looks like. Okay, sorry.
I put it in chat.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do remember you. Yes, I do. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's good. The horns on the side of his temples. Okay. Is he topless right now?
No, he has the one singlet that has the one strap.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do. Like in the mentality of like a caveman
Yeah.
kind of appeal, but
Yeah.
it's a singlet. Okay. Perfect. All right. Anything else you would like to do before this initiates in say?
Do we see the item anywhere in this area as we're running around?
Not that you can tell. Looks pitch black in this area. The deafening silence whenever you guys stop talking and look around to see maybe where it's going to come from or the item itself. You can't see anything. You know that there is a sort of, it's not a cover, but there are items here, but you're not 100% sure where. Renwald bumped into this spear. Like, it pretty much like hit him in the chest and fell over. You're not entirely sure like if it was just kind of floating there, if coming into just contact with it will have it like make it come into existence in a way. You know it's here. Cypress, I'm gonna say it's Cypress regularly. Cypress told you that yes, the item is still here. He didn't explain like how item, like an easy way to make the item appear. So. But.
Well, do we want to spread out and try and find this thing?
Do we want to be separated though when the keeper shows or the collector shows up?
When already it is. We could pair up.
There's a total of 4, 5. Leal being around 6 of you besides Ariana off in the distance. You look around, you can't find Ariana. She's just far off.
She's one with the void.
Mm-hmm. Looks like you look and there's like a little like speck. You can
A
tell
little
it's,
red dot trained near us.
yeah. As far as you can tell, the red dot, actually, if Ariana has, like, the red dot from the sniper, you can see it, like, moving off into the distance. You can see that it, like, keeps going before sort of fading. And Ariana, if you look around with the gun, it doesn't look like it hits things, but sometimes it looks like, you know, when you point a flashlight at something and it just kind of looks like it arrives on top of something and then you, like, move around, it does that kind of thing. So you guys can kind of tell that there's probably like a bunch of stuff around. You're just like, she trains the gun back in that area and it almost looks like the item has either like maybe moved because it's floating or because it was sort of like found out and seen, it disappeared because of that kind of thing.
I want to try to like time the laser like as it fractals off to like, or as it like does the refraction thing where it shows like an item. I want to time El Hijo del Cabra to like pounce on that.
All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's a kick some ass move because it's you're not
Sure.
kicking anything's ass.
Sure.
I will say probably an act under pressure because you are trying to one, time this, but 2, also grab it. So it's a plus cool. Remember, you get that.
Would you consider this a vigorous physical feat, like lunging after something just as I see it?
Yeah, sure.
Get a +1 to that.
So you get +2 going forward because of your skill and because of the +1 from your speech. You also receive that +1. So unless your skill is it just +1 that you get?
It's +1 ongoing for vigorous physical feats.
Okay.
Specifically outside of combat.
Okay. Oh, perfect. All right. So a 10. So you do what you set out to do. You leap forward at where this light seems to reflect, and you. Sorry.
Like a cat with a laser.
Like a cat with a... You leap forward and you grab a hold of this. Sorry, hold on. I just got a question. Okay. Apologies. So you leap forward and, for a split second, like, everyone's watching, and you're just like, what was he leaping at? It's literally like a cat trying to claw at something that's not there. And you grab a hold of whatever it is. It takes a moment as you're kind of holding on to it, before it comes into view. What you've got your hands on looks like a large, shield. It looks old and it looks tarnished. It looks well battled.
Do I see the
You froze.
shield and other people see something else? Or is this just a shield to everybody?
It's a shield
Is
to
this-
everybody.
Is it a shield to everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
You grab it. You see a
What
shield.
do you see?
Use
Bring
a
it
shield.
back. Yep.
Yeah, it's a shield.
I gotta get me one of those. You just lunge out at random?
Is it just a shield?
It's just a shield. It has some sort of magical properties to it, and the idea you can take +1 armor if you decide to keep it on your person.
Mm.
It will help, and you can also use it to sort of battle like alongside. But that is what you have found. John, I almost called you James. I'm gonna fight myself. You look at this item. You can... a lot of the items that they have come across, you don't know anybody who has ever wielded this shield, but there's definitely some, like, tales of old of a war that has had this shield in it. There's a sort of, like, a memory that goes along with this shield. Like, this was something that you learned along.
What culture does it look like the shield's from?
Probably Greek.
So it's got a hoplite.
Sorry?
It's like one of the hoplite shields.
Nice round shield that I can just like.
Yep.
Cool. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Captain America's shield, y'all.
No. Yeah, no, it looks exactly like Captain America's shield. There's a timeline. You don't know. No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I too would like to try and grab at these shimmering things in the air.
Okay. They're not exactly shimmering, but Ariana's laser pointer has been sort of...
That's
There is
what I
no
mean.
Marvel in this universe. Yeah. So you can do an act under pressure roll to try and time with this laser. So it is
Cool,
plus
right?
cool
With a +1 because of
because
The
of
thing.
the whatever. Yeah. Okay. With an 8, so there's a worse outcome, but that's fine. So that means I get to roll.
I slap a knife right on the blade.
Got to cut.
It's okay. I have manure for this.
Ooh, okay. All right. So worse outcome. Perfect. All right. So as you are reaching out to grab a hold of something, you feel something small and something round. You grab it into your hands. You've got it. It's good. And then you feel it sort of pulse in your hands a little bit. When you open your hand to look, there is a small orb there. It is dark in color. And you can see the sort of static that actually kind of pulsates off of it a little bit. You can also feel it because it's making your hair go a little staticky. So, like, we're going crazy old man a little here. You guys can see, like, his hair sort of, like...
What do we see him holding?
You all see an orb, yes. But it doesn't look the same. Renwald, you see, like, an electricity sort of effect off of it. John, you can see, like, it almost looks like it's turning his hand blue. Like his hand is getting cold from it, even though, Renwald, you don't feel it. El Hijo, you can see a sort of red effect flying off of it. Billikis, you can see what looks like plants growing out of it. Kristen, you can hear it. It is making what sounds like a wailing sound. It just looks like a white orb that is screaming, pretty much. But no, this item, besides some little differences, kind of looks the same. And yes, Maddie, if you were saying something, you were muted, I think.
Okay.
Does anyone have any idea what this is?
I do not.
I think it's a chia pet.
I don't confuse him.
So it looks like it's making your hand cold.
No, just it's like handheld lightning.
I see red
I don't
energy.
think
Lightning.
Like, I'm seeing lightning coming off of this, and you say it look cold?
Yes, I'm seeing like blue light in your hand. Looks like it's cooling.
I see red.
You see red. Billikis, my friend.
It's more naturey, vines and stuff.
Kristen?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
did you hear that it was screaming at you?
Pretty
much?
I don't like it. That's why I'm saying, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Sounds like my ex-boyfriend.
Now it's not the time for tea.
I love it. Okay. All right.
well, they did say it would look different. So,
Congrats, you found it, I guess.
I mean, hopefully.
But we all saw an orb though, so
But
maybe that's it. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
That is true. Should we keep looking and just keep this in the maybe pile?
Or we could smash it at the universe ends. We know that was it.
Good idea. And Renwald just rips his hand up like he's gonna smash it, and he goes, "Ah!" No,
It's like one of those, like you hold it out and you go to make it look like it fall, but you catch it right away.
Yeah.
Just, oh, I could try and make that, but okay. So
Wait, does it look differently to Leo?
Leo kind of looks at it and when you ask, and it reminds me of home. It looks like murky water in a way.
You're from Louisiana?
What is Louisiana?
Murky water and gumbo.
Can you see if rubbing smelling salts all over it will do anything?
You know, I don't see why not. And then he'll reach into his bag, pull out some smelling salts, and just start smearing it with it.
You know when you run nails down a chalkboard?
Oh God.
All of you hear that.
Oh God! And they stuff
including
his bag.
Ariana, who is very far away.
All right, cocaine next.
No,
Let's-
nothing, no
let's-
more stuff.
No more. I need you sharp. Not overly sharp. Just sharp.
I am putting it in the bag. It'll stay in there, and we will continue looking. I think,
Okay. Let's
at least until the collector gets here.
just keep going forward.
Which, all right. You guys end up getting closer and closer to the end of the trail. As you get closer and closer, there's this sort of it's a sound that takes you all aback. It's not like a scream. It's not like nails on a chalkboard, like the smelling salts on the orb. It is like a loud, almost like an explosion going off. And Ariana, it even reaches your ears from the distance you're at. There is suddenly a rift off to the side about 6 feet. If John and El Hijo del Cabra is standing in front, about 6 feet forward and like off to the right, you can see this sort of almost lightning bolt-esque rift just open up, and slowly but surely this creature comes lumbering forward.
Creature on the move.
It is a menacingly like 9 feet tall. You can see it had the idea of sort of a human shape. There are legs where you can see legs would be. They're big, they're thick. Arms are more like long tendrils as it comes forward. You can see things sticking out of this creature as well. And then there is one more human-esque arm kind of like sitting in the side of it. And from what you guys could guess, that would be the timekeeper that it has taken into it. It is fairly slow to move, but it is leaving this sort of like oily trail behind it as it walks. Even in this pitch black, you can see where it's been and where it's coming from before that rift kind of goes very small but doesn't disappear. There's just a thin line in the wall as to where it came through.
Contact.
It doesn't seem to pay attention to you. It is moving forward, and from what you could guess, it is going towards either where it thinks the item is, or maybe where the item was, or you can tell it's going where it wants / needs to go, but you're not sure.
How fast is it moving?
If I use
Could
like
we outrun it?
sorry?
Could we outrun it?
Yeah, probably. It is
Oh,
a
okay.
large lumbering thing. Like, there's no human torso or anything. It is like two large, like, masses that like just look gigantic. But
Okay.
you could probably, if you were like to run up beside it, like you would probably have to like lightly jog to keep up with it. But it is big.
Okay, team, shoot it.
Yeah.
We can always
Shoot it.
talk to it first.
Is that what you want? What you want to do, John?
You can
Good
try
try.
pulling random shit out of it first.
That sounds unfun.
Let me talk to it first. John's gonna jog up next to it.
Go. By all means, talk to it.
All right. John has Dark Negotiator,
Okay.
which means I can use manipulation moves on someone, on a monster, as well as people,
Okay.
if it's capable of reasoning and talking.
Okay. Hold on. Let me take a look. Why does that look funky? Hold on.
Name drop me. He'll know.
I don't know.
The second, not the first one.
I spit on my father.
Achoo!
Filthy creature. We speak of him no more.
Dark Negotiator, is that from a different...
Oh yes, that's I forget which one he came from. But that's literally all it said was you can use manipulation moves on monsters as well as people if they can reason and talk.
Okay. Here, I can actually quickly find it. I just wanted to double check something very quickly. Nope. Yeah. I had it, and it has betrayed me. Perfect. Okay.
Might be from monsters. I don't remember.
Dark Negotiator. It is from.
Yeah, it's from the monsters. Yeah.
When if someone move on the monster as well as people, if they can reason and talk. Okay. Yeah, you can try and we can try and do that roll. Yeah. So that is manipulate someone, so that'll be a plus to charm roll. Make sure I'm in the right spot here. So it's an 8. So on a 7 and 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. So, what are you saying?
Hey, bud. You realize if you take this thing, you're going to erase everything. Your entire collection will be gone. You'll be unable to continue collecting.
All right.
Can you fill me in on what your battle
Solid.
plan is here? What are you
Solid.
thinking?
All right. Okay. This creature, it pauses in its steps and sort of, its body just sort of turns towards you. It speaks very, slowly, and it, dumbest shit in the world. Oh boy. It speaks very slowly and, like, speaks human-ish. Very, yeah, very choppy. Okay. Collection complete. No matter the end.
So there ain't gonna be nothing we can do to talk you out of this.
Just need to finish collection.
Ah well, sorry to hear that, bud. Light him up!
El Hijo del Cabra is immediately gonna just take a sprint,
Okay.
do a leapfrog onto John's shoulders, jump up, and with the shotgun,
Okay.
I'm actually using something in my repertoire. It
Okay.
is my daredevil move.
Daredevil move. All right. You can.
I thought we established there was no Marvel in this universe.
Too bad.
You can.
You
attempt
can't escape it.
Iris not to gain an advantage on an opponent. Okay.
As soon as that starts happening, Ariana is also just gonna start firing.
Okay. So, I actually want to see something about your sniper really quickly. Rifle for harm far. Okay. One thing I will say, because it doesn't state, really about it, the sniper, it's, I don't know a lot about snipers, but I know some of the snipers will have that, like, recocking, so,
Yeah, it's a lever action. She has to lever action. Yeah.
Reload it and everything.
reload it, yep, that kind of thing. Just because, like, yes, you have, like, I know what Ariana came from, and if I remember correctly, you didn't use, what's the word I'm looking for? New Age weaponry at first.
No, it was new age technology I didn't have.
So, you're still gonna have to reload. So yes, you
That's
can
fine.
unload your shots, but I will say, like, you do have a limit to shots you can do, like, consistently in a row. Just because
Yeah.
if you're consistently taking shots, it's not fun.
No, of course
alright.
not.
Perfect. Now El Hijo. Just want to double check something. Roll plus tough. 10 plus pick 3, 7, 9, pick 1. All right. So you are taking a shot. It cannot stop the shot. You are going to definitely hit into it.
Mm-hmm.
You notice it doesn't do as much damage as you expected.
Mm-hmm.
From the shot. Actually, Elijo, you watch it, and you can see as the shot kind of impacts it, it kind of like, it makes that like squelching sound from Ariana's sniper shot, and a little bit of it seems to sort of like down onto the ground.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't seem to stop it.
Okay.
It keeps moving, basically.
I like to think I like flip around it and then like I end up on the other side on the opposite end. Like if this was 5e, I'd be flanking with John.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so you get to make a roll for that.
Uh-huh.
If you
Roll
would like
plus
to go
tough.
ahead and roll your plus charm.
Tough.
Oh no, tough. Sorry. Yes, you're correct. 13. That's a very good roll.
Plus 3 tough, y'all.
Plus 3 tough. All right. So on a 10 plus, you get to pick 3.
Hmm?
So what will you be doing?
Okay, I would like to interrupt the whatever move this collector's attempting to do,
Okay.
which I assume like dizzying it with fire if I'm not even doing harm or whatever.
All right.
Inflict the harm, my weapon's harm. And
Okay.
and
Oh. Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. I see it. Sorry. I apologize.
yeah, so I inflict my weapon's harm if I am armed. So
Okay.
I am. And then I will give John +1.
Okay.
Oh, very
So John gets +1. What harm does your weapon do?
3.
3. Okay.
3 close, messy, loud.
3 close, messy, loud. You see as your shot kind of gets into it, it actually kind of makes a crater in it because you are close. You can see some of the items that it has inside of it already.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that the way it was rearing back as you were about to like go forward and sort of like try and slam down towards John, it ends up sort of like retching its hand back instead, so it doesn't hit anything at all. Okay?
Just as planned.
Yep. You still see that it doesn't seem to take as much damage as you think it
Sure.
would.
Of
Okay.
course.
Perfect. All right. So John, you got +1 forward.
All right.
And we have all right. You're the closest, so I would. If you'd like.
Swinging for the fences.
Swinging for the fences. All right.
Whack.
All right, so I roll my tough.
Yep. And I know you hit
+1.
like a truck. So actually.
He has to hit.
That's
Oh,
15.
God.
15. Yeah. Huh. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Plus, you can get an extra effect, as well.
Let's see.
Did you advance those moves?
I don't think I took anything as advanced. Well, let me double check though. No, did not take anything as advanced. All right, so one extra effect. I'm going to inflict terrible harm on it.
Terrible harm. All right. So that's an extra +1. Perfect. So you do 1 harm
All right,
there.
so John's got the Thunder Hammer that does 3 harm.
Yep.
Hand stun and holy. He has Smite, which makes the divine weapon and my fist, for that matter. They always count as the weakness against the monster.
Perfect.
And my unarmed attacks do 2 harm or intimate and messy. But I'm not fighting with my hands right now, so
Perfect. So that's a total of 4.
that's a total of 4, and it counts as the monster's weakness.
Perfect. All right. Let me. Perfect. All right.
And what everybody else would see is the hammer spark up and lightning kind of trail behind it as he swings.
Yep.
And then a crack of thunder when it actually hits.
That's a fancy thing.
So Thor.
Yeah, I stole it from my
Yes.
granddad. Don't tell nobody. Well, I borrowed it. I mean, he's gonna get it back.
He'll get it back when he notices it's missing.
Oh, he's noticed.
All right, so it does count as the
A whole
weakness.
comic arc about that.
Perfect. I don't remember. I'm like thinking back to the one shot, and I just remember you almost one shotting something, but I can't remember what you had. I know you had that hammer, but you dealt like 7+ harm.
I had a hammer, I had smite. There was something else.
There was something else because I'm like, you almost killed something in one shot, and then I almost killed Maddie because I had to toughen things up. Because I was like, damn, this is gonna be a very quick fucking like short thing, you know? Okay, perfect. You see that damage go through. You can tell you go to hit it directly in front of it, and you can actually see where you've chipped away some of it, and it has like kind of just like fallen to the ground. You guys can hear the clattering as trinkets and items are falling from this creature from that hit. You dealt very good damage. It stuns, right? That weapon?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. That's all I need to know. So, another move as it tried to sort of swing its arms back, you hit it with the hammer, and you can see it sort of tense up as electricity runs through it. And you can actually see the way it's sort of, its body kind of shifts. Almost sort of like in the mentality of like in and out of existence. So, sorry, I apologize. So, your hit kind of forces it almost in and out of place. In a way. But from what you can tell, the damage that you have done, it's stuck. Okay.
Good. It's not going anywhere.
There, we've got a couple more people. Anybody else like to do something since it is kind of stunned into place?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run at it with the crowbar. Gonna try and go at it and like scoop out just as much as I can.
All right, chill out, Gordon Freeman.
Try to pry the timekeeper out.
This is clearly a Men in Black situation.
You must attack it from the inside.
You know, where it's an exoskeleton with a small alien on the inside.
All right. We're going in with the crowbar. So are you trying to pry like items away from it? Are you trying to see if you can spot where the timekeeper is? You can see the arm.
No, I'm just running by and scraping as much as I can as I run by.
It's like a slide slash, but with a crowbar.
Melon balling the face.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So we are going to, of course, roll a kick some ass. So that will be a plus tough roll.
Alrighty.
So that is a 10. Perfect. That is a good hit. And sorry, just want to double check something. You get some extra advantage. So or an extra effect. So there are things you can take advantage. So take +1 forward, or you can give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, which is a +1 harm. You suffer less harm, which is -1 harm, and you force them you can force them where you want them.
Oh, I'm gonna inflict some terrible harm.
All right, so that is a +1. And how much harm does your crowbar do?
It does 2.
2. All right. From what you can tell, as you side slash into it, you do definitely take a chunk out of it. You can hear something clatter to the floor. You look over. It almost looks like it could be a bowling pin, but you're not entirely sure. Could be something else. But it's just got the shape and black goopiness. There's a bowling pin. As it kind of clatters to the ground and like squelches as it rolls away a little bit. You can tell it doesn't do as much damage, but some of it did stick.
Okay. I do have a question though.
Yes.
My crowbar does get, because I have the aim for the weak spot ability, the
okay.
ignore attribute tag. Does that change your answer?
Yes. So hold on, crowbar. You have aim for the weak spot. gets the ignore armor tag. Perfect. Yeah, you can tell that armor sticks. Or that damage sticks. All of it.
All right.
I'm glad I buffed this thing's health. Perfect. All right. So, with you going by it, you don't have any sound effects, right? You can see as it sort of reaches back to try and swing. Now, this thing will hit. Let's see. Let me just double check something. Perfect. Huh. Everything ignores. Alright, I'll take it. This thing sort of clashes down. James, you dealt some damage that really stuck to it, because Billicus, I'm gonna guess you kept going, or did you stay beside it?
Who did
John.
that?
John. I said James, I know I did. Rita says you're like, who? Because you did some damage that definitely stuck, and the thing is on John's damage, it is a weakness. There's a weakness without you even saying that, like, it counts as a weakness. Billicus, did you continue forward?
I did.
Perfect. All right. It is going to take a bit of a swing at you, James. It ends up clashing. God.
Immediately.
Immediately, John. I'm fired. I get it. It's okay. We won't be back next week, everybody. I'm gonna call you John next week. That's the thing. I can already
There you
tell.
are.
I can feel it in my bones. John. It's gonna take a swing at you. The way this
Okay.
tendril kind of comes back, and it's looking to move and sort of wrap one of the tendrils around something, whether it's your arm, your torso, your leg, anything. It inflicts 4 harm. Which,
Okay, John has got divine armor,
perfect.
which knocks 1 off.
Yep.
And for the extra stuff that we can get from our future selves,
Yes. Does divine armor only do 1?
it's just 1.
I thought divine armor was 2 for some reason. Okay.
But I took resiliency. Basically, he got the golden apple from his future self, and that's what he
Yep.
was eating.
Okay.
Which anytime resilience means anytime he gets healed in some way, naturally or first aid or whatever, he gets an extra harm back.
Okay.
And wounds are 1 harm less.
Okay.
So it's effectively I'm knocking 2 off of whatever I take.
All right. Perfect. Yep.
You said it was how much?
It would have been 4 in total.
All right,
Originally.
so it's just
so,
2.
just 2. So that's
Oh
not
wait,
too
that's
bad.
my luck, not my harm. There we go.
Just
Big difference.
Uses up. Sorry, I just wanted to do something. Oh, perfect. All right. Okay. And in turn, you also can get like a reaction of sorts. So if you would like to also deal damage to it. in
I
return.
would like to, yes.
I would like to bop this thing.
So I guess that's 3.
Sorry. William Icarus. That's cute. That's actually a cute name. I like that, Steve. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've just been sitting with Billicus, so I was like, huh, okay. All right. So yes, you get the reaction, so you can do the kick-ass move in return.
All right. Oh, so I need to roll that.
Hold on. Actually, you could take a turn and react. You can take a turn if you'd like. Sorry, the monster actually reacts to anybody that's attacking it, but everybody's been stunning it. So, you can take a turn now if you'd like to return damage. Yes, you would have to roll it, or somebody else, if somebody else, either Renwald or Kristen would like to go.
I'll fucking kick it.
Okay. How would you like to go about this?
I want to run up to it and
Typo.
like fucking do. Okay, so what I wanna do is I wanna do like a hard like fish kick
Okay.
and pull out my little kitty pepper spray
Yep.
and see if it see if it does anything.
Okay.
But at least it's gonna like throw it off balance or something.
Mm-hmm.
Shit hurts.
Fish can't kick. They don't have legs. All right. So we're gonna roll to kick some ass. So that is going to be a tough roll.
Yeah.
That is a 12. That is
Oh, very
perfect
nice.
sixes.
Damn.
Now, I have done this before. Yes, these are different characters, but you can take an EXP point, and any EXP points you guys gather here, you can transfer over to your other characters. So I will state that.
Aw.
I forgot to state that.
If I had known that, I could have been power leveling with. I'm confused. Mark experience whenever your bafflement with a modern world gets in the way of monster hunting. I've been playing it that way anyways. Stuart could have been level 13. Damn.
Okay, so yes, those perfect sixes, you can take an EXP point. The EXP point from Kristen will go to Morgan whenever we come back to Morgan, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write
I
that
don't know.
down.
I don't know if that means that I'm technically helping somebody. Because I have my, I took Helping Hand.
So if I remember correctly, Helping Hand is when you are helping another player. So
Yeah.
that would be more along the lines of a help out roll, which would be like a plus cool.
Fair
Unless
enough,
you guys
yeah.
are doing some like cool like combo move.
Like El Hijo del Cabra did with John unwittingly.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, and again. So, okay, your martial arts training
Yeah.
does +1 harm. Hand. I don't know what that word is. That can stay. Your incapacitating spray does 0 harm, but it's irritating. So,
Yeah.
oh my. This spray hits this creature, and you can hear it sort of like. It's like a little. Like, it's not something that makes your guys' ears bleed. There is a very soft, sort of squealing sound that comes from this. Almost like it's like a teapot that's just boiling water and it's just consistent. You can hear it as this sizzles, and it kind of like takes a step back towards you, Elijo. Like, and it almost looks like it's gonna kind of fall on top of you, but it kind of keeps its ground. I'm sorry,
Blasted.
but the arm doesn't hit. The harm doesn't stick for what you did, but I will say it is in the mentality of a stun, in a way. So it's trying to sort of, like, the tendrils on the one that had tried to kind of wrap around you, they flail a little bit before they start, like, pushing on its body to try and get whatever was on it off.
I fire as it like rears. Like the second it starts rearing back, oh shit!
Okay. Go ahead. Roll to kick
Kick
some
some
ass.
12.
Perfect. All right. Yes, that sticks. What? So what are we looking for on that plus 10 roll?
I'll give it an additional harm.
An additional harm. All right. So sorry. That is. You have to remind me.
It's
1,
3.
3 in total.
Well, it's 3 plus 1.
3 plus 1. Okay. Perfect. So again, not all of it sticks. Half of it sticks though.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Just pushing it back towards the rest of them with my blast.
Kind of like wheels back over towards John now. All right. Renwald, you haven't done anything yet, so I'd like to know if you'd like to do anything.
Yeah. I'm going to run up to the collector, and I'm going to use my move, Immortal Name. I'm gonna just say it in regular voice because it's easier. Your monster hunting exploits are legendary, so much that your name still scares monsters and minions. You may use threats to use your move manipulate someone on monsters if they understand enough to have heard stories about you.
Okay.
Yeah. Collector, I am Renwald von Svig II, legendary physician, monster hunter, and taxidermist. You will return that timekeeper, or this spear is gonna go so far up your ass, it will become legendary as I have.
Impressive.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about it this entire time.
So, you can roll to manipulate someone.
Which one is that, charm?
Plus charm.
I'm glad I'm a -1. Fuck! Hey, experience! You know what? I'm not gonna waste that nice little speech. I'm gonna use luck.
Okay, so your luck makes it a perfect roll.
Yeah.
Your luck does not count as a double 6, so you do not get the experience for it.
Oh, I know.
So it is a perfect roll, so they'll do it for the reason you gave. You can see as it's kind of struggling to get this off of its body that it has been it was in the area where that arm was. So it's kind of like almost grabbing a hold of the arm and slowly kind of ripping the body out of its body. To a point where it's just kind of like a black, sludged, cloaked figure on the ground. But it has removed the body of the timekeeper from its body. And actually, as it does that, you can kind of see it shrink down in size a little bit.
Everyone, remove as much as you can from this stupid monster.
Working on it.
Okay. As you guys continue, after it pulls the body out of its body, you can hear that squealing just sort of stop and go quiet, and you can see it start to move with the force of El Hijo's shotgun shot. It is trying to get itself out from between John and El Hijo, kind of trying to squeeze past you. It will try and do damage as it's going when people start taking shots at it. So it is trying to move in a direction. It's not moving towards the portal to where it came, but it is trying to, from what you can kind of guess, it's still going for the item.
Gonna continue to. Is it going faster now?
A little bit faster. It, with its shrinking in size, it has definitely tried to go a little bit quicker. It's starting to go a little bit quicker.
All right. I'm gonna fire it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna just keep firing.
Yep.
Then I started blasting again.
Then I blast. Okay, yeah. We're gonna do a roll to kick some ass.
Oh.
That is a 7. Okay, so on a 7, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. So as you take your shot, now your shot in total is 4?
3.
3? Yes. Okay, perfect. Let me just do this. Perfect. You can see as it turns and tries to hit onto you. So this move will deal 3 harm. And it is actually going to eat a memory of yours.
Okay.
Now, it is collecting this memory from you. So you remember, you know what? Your first championship title.
Oh,
that
no.
first big fight.
No.
You trained so hard. You worked so hard. You remember having that belt on you, and then it's gone. You know you've won titles, but you can't pinpoint that first win that you ever got. That memory has been pulled from you.
People buy those fucking things for my DVDs! How much harm did I take?
3.
Am I unconscious then?
No. Not yet, I don't think.
You double check.
Let me look at your thing, El Hijo. Okay. You're not unconscious yet. You are still standing, but you are, like,
woozy.
You're hurting now.
It's all the emotional scarring from losing my first.
Yeah, I was
memory.
about to say this is all emotional. So what this has done, it's kind of like smacked into you, and if anything, it is trying to push you away a little bit. Sorry, I just saw what Cody posted. That's great. I love that. All right. Everyone that is around this creature, you guys see that kind of the look on El Hijo del Cabra's face has just sort of fallen. You can see that he has taken damage, that he is probably like one more hit from going down to being unconscious. But there's something else that has happened that almost looks like it has hurt him more than
He
the
looks
actual
dejected.
damage has.
Well, this looks like a job for a psychopath. And I start charging in and unload my 9mm.
All right. Let's do some kick some ass. A 9. Okay. On a 7+. So, here we go again. All right. How much damage does your gun do?
It does 2.
2. Okay.
But because of Weapon Master, I've also changed it to ignore armor.
Perfect. Which is very good. All right. Perfect. This thing, as you shoot into it, kind of shifts back to hit you as well. It kind of like wraps into you. Hold on, I want to see something really quick. Alright, because it's the nicer of the two. Sadly, even though it's not nice, you will take 3 harm. You are still up. You are not incapacitated yet. It hurts. It also eats one of your memories.
Alright.
One of the few the alcoholic already got.
Yeah. All those, okay, let's see. The, kind of memory killing.
Kissing your cousin for the first time.
No!
Oh, I hate.
But the way he loses time, though, he even realized he was missing one.
He just forgets how to drive.
Does he love that truck?
Forgets
What?
how to open a beer bottle.
Oh,
Oh my god.
he'll learn.
Learn. Okay. I will, I just want to do one thing just for you because I'm noticing it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, perfect. Just because I can see it, and I know we don't play these characters. We won't play these characters again. We won't play them often.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So-
I was saving it, but since we aren't going to be playing these characters for more than tonight, I think I will use Unstoppable.
Okay, so that is spending a luck point, so you can go ahead and mark that. I really like that special for when you use a luck point. So you will take no harm, and it actually does not eat one of your memories because of that. You can still feel the force as this thing hits you, and it knocks the breath out of you for a moment. But you move, and you shift yourself, and you just stand your ground. And you take no harm. So you're good.
Real quick,
Yes.
I did spend a luck. I do have a special too.
What is your special?
When you
That is-
spend luck, you'll find something from your original life. Maybe something good, maybe something bad. It's basically a oops.
God damn it.
That one wasn't intentional, but I like it.
You find something from you search through your pocket, you find your mom's phone number. No, I'm kidding. It's nice.
It's 7.
It's just, you as you spend a luck point, you kind of like shift back and you're searching for something. You don't find exactly what you were searching for, but instead you find a necklace with a small pendant. This pendant, you remember your father gave it to you, so you didn't want to wear it because you're like, you know. But you remember him telling you before he died, in times of need, this can help you heal. This necklace will actually heal, it will heal 2 health points to whoever wears it.
Boy, you are very lucky. And I'll run over and just slap that right on El Hiro's. No, El Hiro.
El Hijo.
El hijo.
Hijo, Jesus, sorry.
So
El
sorry,
Hijo.
Nika. El Hijo del Cabra. You feel this necklace go over your head, and it kind of hangs heavy against your chest. As you can feel it sort of warm against your chest a little bit before you feel rejuvenated, and you can heal too.
¿Qué estás haciendo? No. Oh.
This pendant has some sort of weird symbol on it where you look at it and you're like, devil magic. But you're not entirely sure.
Just leave it on. I don't know what it's from either. My shit father gave it to me.
My father. I just think you spit every time you say
You
father.
spit too.
All right. All right, you have healed 2. Billicus, you have not taken any harm, and you have done harm. What next? Who's next?
John would like to get between the monster and where it's trying to go.
Okay.
And, you know, whack.
Whack, 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 whack. Okay.
Like Mario with the hammer.
I guess I should ask how many shots I'm getting off while they're doing this.
Yes. With all the moving around, I will say you can, as you, like, recog and you, like, resettle, when it went to swing for, actually, after it swung for El Hijo, you can go ahead and take a shot.
Okay.
Joys of not having initiative.
Right.
Do what you want when you wanna, when you have a good
Oh wait,
idea,
no, that's just
swing.
act under pressure. Fuck.
So that is a 7. So,
you know what? I'm just gonna use a luck point. Just.
okay, perfect.
I might as well.
All right, so that is a perfect roll. What damage do you do again?
I do 4
You
with the
do
sniper rifle.
4 in total, so you can tell it takes half.
Yeah.
So half 6.
Okay.
All right.
Also, my special, what I use luck, it's next mission, the agency comes with a lot of red tape, but...
Perfect. Next time on this. Maybe. We'll figure it out later. John,
Oh, yeah.
you wanted to take a shot.
You want to?
Yeah, you can go ahead and take your
Okay.
shot now.
Alright, so... Math is tough.
Ooh.
Ooh, double ones. I'll
That's
spin a luck.
XP.
I was about
Everybody
to
else
say
is spinning
that.
a luck. I'll spin a luck.
Oh. Ooh, where's that coming from?
I have no idea.
Sorry, we were having a little bit of feedback. I don't know who from exactly. Just
me.
saying it out loud.
Is
just
it
in
over?
Case. Yes.
Yeah.
It was mine. I accidentally hit my microphone.
Oh, okay.
No.
And the table my microphone is attached to doesn't like being moved.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay, so you were spending a luck point. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Me looking at you. Everybody using luck points. Let's see. Difficult to be done by you urgently. Okay. That's fine. We won't worry about that. You'll get that. You'll get that after. All right. So that is a perfect roll. Your damage, please, sir.
Alright.
Said
It's
4,
going to
right?
be 3. In this case, it's going to be 3. Because instead of... let's see, where was it? Instead of inflicting terrible harm, I will suffer less harm.
Okay. Perfect. So you do 3. It counts as a weakness, so that damage sticks.
And normally when it hits me in return, I would take 2, but since I'm taking 1 less, it'll only be 1 after it goes through my armor and my resilience.
Perfect. All right. I will say, before I officially just say what you said, you made it a perfect roll, so it is a 12 plus, so it won't be doing harm back to you this time. Because of the way I've realized that it works, because I'm a fool. But,
That was if I had it advanced. I don't have it advanced.
that's true. Okay, nope, you are correct. All right, so yes, it will swing back on you. So it will do the 3 harm. So I believe you take 1 instead, or 0.
Well, let's see. I thought I took 4 the first time.
Yes, he's got 2 moves.
Oh, okay.
He's got 2.
Then
moves.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it's only doing 3, then this would reduce it to me not actually taking any.
Okay, so you don't take any damage, but it does actually still eat a memory. That is just the way the move is written. Even if you don't take it, it's just the move that he takes. So he goes to smack you. Actually, you know what? He won't eat a memory because you do take no damage. You can feel the pull of something like that you needed to remember starting to be pulled from your head before it kind of just smacks you back in the head. You don't lose any memory. I think that's good. All right.
Whose hammer was this?
Who? Mine forever. Got it. Sorry, give me just 2 seconds.
Oh, I also have a special one I use a lot.
Okay. Yes, I saw that.
It's not a good one though. It's also misspelled. I'm sure it's supposed to say difficult to be done. Instead, it says difficult to me done.
To me none. Good. All right, so this creature is stepping forward. You can see the tendril that went to actually hit out John. You can see it reaching to someone or to something. It is trying to reach past you, John, and you don't know where exactly it's reaching, but you can see the end of the tendril is tipping against something. Whatever it's moved, you can now see, like, it's sort of... We're getting feedback again. Sorry, I wasn't on the thing, so I don't know who...
Hang on, it's me.
Okay. You can see it's, like, the sort of, like, black, greasy, like, liquid that's from this body is sort of, like, touching on whatever this item is as it's trying to reach for it. It's
Can I try and, like, reach and pull it, like,
to grab
away?
it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you go to reach for it, it's going to be an act under pressure roll. So do remember you have a +1 going forward.
Okay. I
say-
actually have a... Well, I have a thing that's a... Oh, fuck. What is it? It was like... I have something that's like you roll with weird instead of whatever it was to act under pressure when it's invoked by a monster.
Of course. So you can go ahead and, yes, roll with weird. You'll still get the +1 going forward because it's quote-unquote an act under pressure
Well,
roll.
it's just another day. When you have to act under pressure due to a monster phenomenon or mystical effect, you may roll weird instead of cool.
Do it up.
And you said I had a +1?
You can still have a +1, yep. 11. Perfect. So you do what you set out to do. You lean forward and you grab a hold of this item. As you pull it back, you can see the item itself looks like a one of those sand timers where you'd flip it and the sand would drain down.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else sees something different, but it all has in correlation of like time. Like
Mine's a
It's-
timekeeper spell.
yeah, timekeeper's belt. Someone can see like just a wristwatch, a pocket watch, a small sundial, an egg timer, a grandfather clock. No, not a grandfather clock.
A tiny grandfather clock.
One that fits in your pocket. It's cute, and it just dings like Big Ben in your pocket. All right.
Sure.
You grab this thing, and it is big in your hand, but as you grab it, you feel time sort of stop as you grab it. There is a moment where you can see the creature trying to reach out still before it kind of like shrieks back into itself and away. Leal comes up beside you, and he ends up sort of he doesn't touch the item. He like goes to sort of like pause for it, but kind of like steps back from it as he kind of pulls you back away from it as well. Kind of taking you out of harm's way and from the creature's reach while you have the item. So Kristen has the item. Everybody looks at it. If you guys start calling out like, I see a pocket watch, I see this, it's the item that you guys were looking for.
That's a weird thing to have here. The Timekeeper's bell. Oh, it's the item. It must be the item.
It looks like miniature grandfather clock.
No, it's an hourglass.
Okay, it's the item.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
it, yep.
Let's get out of here.
This creature is still up.
That means you can throw that weird orb at it.
I was just gonna.
Swallow the orb.
I'd like
I
to.
actually have a feature for this.
Okay.
As the professional, I took leave no one behind. In combat, when you help someone escape, roll plus sharp.
Okay.
So, I would like to use that. I'm sorry, I know you guys are trying to throw items and shit at this guy, but I actually have something for this.
Okay. Yeah.
For it.
Go ahead. Roll plus sharp.
So, I'm gonna be
Covering fire.
shooting. Yeah, covering fire,
Covering
pretty
fire.
much. But I get to roll plus sharp this time instead of tough, so
Yep.
I'll be taking a +1 instead of a -1. And I still fail!
And you get a luck point for next time. So
Holy shit. What's your
unless you
rule
want to use a
on-
luck point,
Yeah, I was about to ask, what's your rule on using luck
you can use luck
per
as much
session?
as you can use luck as much as you want.
Cool,
just
then
don't
I'm
get
gonna
them
do
back.
it because, yeah, no.
Because from what I can tell, so this is leave no one behind in combat when you help someone escape. So this isn't necessarily doing damage.
Nope.
But using your luck, you will get Kristen out clean. Leela is able to pull him back. The creature's actual recoil is because Ariana was taking shots towards the tendril, which means it is now off balance as it is kind of falling back a little bit.
Come from behind with a chop block to make sure it's like falls over.
While he does that, John like runs up it and comes down on wherever its head ought to be.
All right. Roll it up.
I'm gonna, as he's doing that, I'm gonna like run back around and do that same thing I did earlier, except this time
Okay.
I'm gonna do my daredevil move again.
Perfect.
But I'll let him do his thing.
I will let you both roll to kick some ass.
Uh-huh.
I really enjoy that this is kind of like a power combo move, and El Hijo is a luchador of sorts, right?
Yes.
Luchador is the correct word? Perfect.
Yes.
Take +1 going forward on both of your rolls.
Hell yeah. Oh God.
All right,
That's a double
fuck
one,
us.
though. Okay.
That is a double.
You're
I will just burn my luck.
gonna burn your luck? Okay.
Yeah.
John, yours hits. You're good. El Hijo, you've got a perfect roll.
10 plus.
Both of your damages.
So that's gonna be 2 harm because this is unarmed,
Yep.
and
And-
then I don't suffer harm in return,
Okay, perfect.
and then I will interrupt it moving. It's been interrupted a few times, but I'm gonna interrupt it again.
Perfect. All right. John, damage, please.
3 points of damage, and I'm going to take 1 less harm, which kind of comes out to no harm with me, apparently.
Perfect. All right. As you guys hit this thing, and I apologize now, we are going to run just a little bit late because I realize it is 9:59 now. Well, at least for me. As both of you move and hit into this thing, you can see the way it sort of stun and like lurches forward a little bit. John, your hammer comes down into this thing and through this thing. If Renwald hadn't spoken his name and gotten that timekeeper out, that your hammer would have gone right through this thing and right into the timekeeper. But timekeeper's safe. He's just on the ground. Slurpy mess. This thing starts to sort of almost disintegrate in on itself. The electrical, like, energy from your hammer as it hits this thing starts to sort of dissipate and, like, just go through the entire body before it's sort of almost... It's like a explosion, but it's a small explosion. You guys just get showered with a little bit of this disgusting goop.
Ew.
But the items go
Feel the smell.
flying that were inside of it. Before you know it, this creature starts to sort of, from what you can tell, unless there was like a barrier that was letting you guys walk across this floor, it almost looks like it seeps into something and just falls and disappears from view. This
Probably back
collector
where we got it from.
is
I high five John.
yeah.
It kind of makes a splat
No,
noise when we're
Predator.
covered in goo, but
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
This creature, this collector has been dissipated, destroyed, destruction.
Gonna have to run over to that timekeeper and make sure they're still alive.
They're still alive.
Yeah.
They're still ticking.
You
Get
lean
'em up
forward,
and-
you don't hear a heartbeat, but you hear a low...
I
not a
love
bomb.
that.
It's not a bomb, I promise. This timekeeper is fine as far as you can tell. If there is a sense of breathing, you can tell that they are breathing. They
Get
are
them
alive, they are
okay.
just unconscious.
Let's get them up and over.
Smelling salts?
No, not right now. I don't even know if they'll react to it. Let's go.
You guys gather all of your things, leaving behind a good chunk of whatever the items were that the collector had, unless you guys wanted to fuck around with it, but that's...
loot the body.
Loot the body! So I've got a table of 100 items, and I'll give it to you later. No, I'm kidding. We'll just
John
look
will
at a
reach into his
D&D
vest
book.
and pull out a thing of wet naps and start cleaning up, hand some over to Elio.
Close enough. That's just your
Um,
accent, I know.
Yep. As you move your way back, you can feel a sort of relief over your guys' body. Kristen, you still have this item in hand as you're walking back with it to Leal. Leal kind of looks at it and he's like, perhaps you should leave this here?
Well, yeah. Leaving this place is what ends everything.
Yes.
Ooh, shock ending.
Shock ending. You guys just destroyed the world anyway.
Cross the threshold.
So, Kristen, do you leave it behind?
I'll leave it.
Yep.
That
When you...
hesitation for a second.
Sorry?
That little bit of hesitation where it's like, we would all die otherwise.
As you place it down...
New boss, Kristen.
Yeah. The Kristen was the big bad one. Kristen, as you place this down, everyone sees this actually. There's like this slow sort of mist that kind of covers it. And it is like halfway through disappearing before you can almost see it float up before it disappears completely. You reach out to that spot and it's not there. Your guess is that it's either moved back into the spot where it's meant to be hidden, or now that it is or it is in like a consistent movement. Walking back, you guys are able to meet up with Ariana, who has quickly disassembled the sniper to a point and is like put it away. Ariana, these guys are covered in goop a little bit. Kristen, not so much, but everybody else is a little like,
Right.
Even while walking, there's a little like as you walk. It's fun. You can see the footprints that are being left behind because it's good. You guys come back to this timekeeper who is actually at the door, and they look excited. You can't see their face, but like their body movement, they're excited. Out of everyone, the highest chance was with you lot, and you've done it.
I need a shower.
I need his shower.
We'll talk later.
There's a moment where this timekeeper sort of claps his hand and the goo that's on you guys kind of disappears extremely quickly. It almost looks like it just kind of like falls off your body in the sense of like you had a shower and water washed over you and it just washed off. So it was like, sorry, I pushed you forward. You don't need to trape that stuff around. You rescued our friend. Thank you. And he ends up moving over to help take the timekeeper away from you, Elio. Yeah. And then you guys can move back with him into the main room. Yeah, he's still gonna need a shower. The smell is still there, sorry. There's not really a smell. But the timekeeper looks at you and we owe you a lot for saving this world. And for saving your worlds and for saving everything. We can't allow you to change time, but if there is something you'd like to take with you, you may keep it.
Yeah, I'll leave it all here.
So you leave the spear and that orb.
Actually, what is this orb?
Oh, that is like a I guess a catastrophic weather event.
Oh, I was just about to pitch it into the monster.
Well, depending on what you saw, you probably would have thrown it and, well, the event would have taken place. And, I mean, you may have all been caught in a storm, but...
Oh, that would have been cool. Oh well, here you go. I don't need it.
Oh, I'll take that one. Oh.
Okay. We'll fix if you do something weird. So, you saw plants. It's kind of like along the idea of, like you could throw it at a building and then all of a sudden... It's like, in the idea of like an apocalypse where plant retakes over the area.
Intense vegetation all of a sudden.
Yep.
Bellicus the druid.
Yeah. In a way, kind of, yeah.
Get an Aperture Science potato out there.
Is there anything else we can offer you for now?
Booze.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'd like to get home and return to
There should always be
Wait.
feasting after a great victory.
If you're timekeepers, I would like your finest aged bourbon.
Oh,
Yes, of course. We can do that.
I didn't even think about that.
We can offer you all a meal. You know, it's in this area. It's not mandatory to eat. You do not age here, but we can offer food and drink if you'd like to stay.
Do you have any Mothman meat?
No, that would be rude.
Why would you hunt Mothman? What does Mothman do to you?
Maybe where you come from, but where I come from, Mothman.
No, we do not.
Well,
Unfortunately,
that's
we
what
do
I
not,
want.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot do that, Renwald.
I'd like to go home then.
Of course, we
Stop
can.
trying to
Where-
eat sentient creatures.
Where people have taste.
God.
Literally?
Literally.
Literally. You see the timekeeper sort of start to slowly split off again into those kind of forms that you all met initially. Renwald, you see the smaller, soft-spoken one that spoke to you earlier, and she motions forward and that she opens a portal to lead you back.
Thank you very much. Everyone, I hope to never see you again. Have a
The feeling
wonderful
is
life.
mutual.
And he will just stomp on through that door.
All right.
I'm getting moth meat!
Goodbye, Renwald. I kick him from the call. Okay. All right. For those of you who want to stay and eat and feast, they bring you delicious food, not Mouthman meat, and drink aplenty for all of you to have. Anybody who wants to go home, they send you home. Kristen, they offer to help you with Leal, to restore his memory and his form. John, the moment Leal gets his memory and like his power is restored, you realize that this is some sort of like godlike creature. Godlike creature. He's powerful. He can act as a god. He's big. He can cause destruction, but he's promised to Kristen that he will not harm or do anything. So you know that like you can go at any time and probably kick his ass, but he has made a deal with Kristen, so that deal is set, kind of thing. So you know he's not going to do anything, at least right now. And he really likes Zumba, so he wants to stay for his classes. But you guys, whenever you go home, you are returned to the exact places that you left. Billikis, you're staring at your truck and that alcohol-free beer, but this time it's alcoholic beer. Like that's actually.
Oh hell yeah!
They have done one thing for you, and they have managed that.
Finally, my night can end the way I was expecting it to. Somewhere else.
Shotgunning some beer.
The next day, he doesn't remember the adventure.
Yes.
Time?
Ooh.
Huh? 3:00. Ariana, you go home and you are able to take that little vacation and just chill out and veg out with your brother and not have to worry about monster hunting in the slightest. Renwald,
Excellent.
you were tracking something. Maybe you found it? Yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, Renwald found it. He's got
Legendary for a reason.
El hijo del cabra. You go home, you are directly in front of your gym again. You're at that point where you were signing cards for the kids outside of your gym. Just that kind of joy that re-hits you. You remember your first big win. It kind of hits you all at once as that memory comes back to you. Billikis, you didn't lose a memory, actually. You're fine. I remembered. I was like, you did not lose a memory. I remember this now. That memory comes back to you, and
Let's go right to the DVD.
There is also an envelope that you don't know where you got it. It is a wad of cash, and it can go towards feeding the kids or making a home that can help at least, you know, give them a place to stay that's better than where they are at right now.
Remember, kids, the number one crime to fight is world hunger.
And empty calories.
Whew. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that. It's perfect. It's like the perfect commercial that he would do. It's perfect. John, you return to the spot where Cypress found you. Cypress is with you, actually. John, I can return you to anywhere, but I figured this would be the place you'd want to be. Unless there's somewhere else you'd like to go.
Nah, man. We had an adventure. We saved the world. We ate. We drank. We made merry. We're good.
Of course. If you need anything, let me know.
I'll let you know.
And
If y'all need anything else beat on, just let me know.
you're always going to be our first call now. He disappears back into that portal, and time starts up back around you, and people are walking by, and like it never happened. Kristen, you get back to your little gym with your little Zumba class. You still have 30 minutes before your master class. Leal is excited for it. You are able to take the time and do your class. There are ghosts, there are zombies, and there are cryptids. Mothman's even there. You kind of look at him for a second and you're like, wow, he really fucking wanted to eat you. Shit. Mothman's boyfriend Roy. Mothman's boyfriend Roy is there, so it's great. We're all doing good things here.
We love that for him.
Yeah. And with that, time continues on like it was. Yeah. I want to thank you guys for creating these some of you absolutely insane characters because holy shit. I was expecting the worst, and you know what? I got it, so I can't really complain about it.
You got what you did.
I
You
got
got what you asked for.
Yep. I really did. I knew what I was expecting, and you know what? I'm glad I didn't buff that creature as much as I had initially, because John wasn't doing that, like, disgusting damage he was last time. Thank you. I didn't kill anybody, even though I almost did, so I'm very happy about that. There were...
The Goblin would have gone down next hit.
Yeah.
Oh, we were all getting roughed up.
Yep. Thank you guys for joining us on this adventure. We had a very good turnout for views tonight, so thank you for joining us for Monster of the Week. I hope you had a good time. I hope my players had a good time. I will go really quickly to thank, of course, our sponsors. So, dndbeyond.com. We don't use it tonight. Be sure to check it out tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. And of course, Lucky Dice Cafe, once everything opens back up and you're looking for a game in the Huntsville, Alabama area, be sure to check that out with our main DM here at Dire Bear Cap. Of course, if you would like to check out some of our past episodes for anything, be it Monster of the Week, any of our past Little One sessions, Curse of Strahd, Descent into Avernus, Valley by Night, which just ended before the holidays, be sure to check everything out there on YouTube. I don't know if I stated YouTube specifically. Of course, as well, we do have a Patreon. Things are getting posted, and be it campaigns, Session 0 for our new campaign on Tuesday, World at War, will be up there sometime in the near future, hopefully. Up on our Patreon, so be sure to check that out and support us if you like us. Of course, I'd like to thank my players. So tonight we had Molly as Kristen. We had Jason as John. We had Maddie as Ariana. We had Cody as Renwald. We had Steve as Billicus. And we had Jeremy as El Hijo del Cabra.
You did it.
Yay! Please be sure to join us next week. We will go back and fall back into place with our Eyes of the Fallen campaign, where you will see Stuart in place of
It's been
Renwald.
under there the entire time.
You must be sweating.
I am.
Where you will see...
The dedication, though.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Where you
I'm
will
off, actually.
get to see... Oh, God. You will get to see...
Christ.
You'll get to see Ralph
Peeled off my
Morgan.
hair.
You'll get... Fuck.
All
God.
right, take two.
Take two. You'll get to see Ralph, Morgan, Stuart,
John.
John, James, Cassie, and Jernia back in the proper places for our normal campaign of Eyes of the Fallen next week. Be sure we are not done for the week. If you liked Monster of the Week tomorrow, it's not powered by the Apocalypse, but it is powered by
Love.
Avernus.
Descent into Avernus.
No.
Descent into Avernus is tomorrow, of course, our DM, Maddie, and then we have the Stolen Cities with our DM, Alex, on Saturday. Be sure to join us back on Monday with the Troubleshooters with our DM, Heath. We are halfway done that chapter of the Troubleshooters, so be sure to join us there. And, of course, on Tuesday with our lovely DM, Jason, he will be doing session 1 with the party members. You can see Jeremy's face on that night with World at War. You can hydrate because Stuart. I got a little spritz of water. That's good. And of course, Otter just did a stretch. So if you guys would like to stretch it out
Otter.
a little bit,
Okay.
because that's real nice. But yes, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We hope to see you next week. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.